Still haven't told us your favorite slur.
And then shoots a helicopter with a crossbow.
Do you want to see Rich's ass?
It's a hairy Brillo pad.
At least Papa John just said the N-word.
No one my cousin but me.
Say hi to Eli. He's racially ambiguous. And Brandon, his hair is fabulous. And Donut, a dark joke disposition. And there's a fat electrician. Welcome to Unsubscribe.
Thank you. Thank you, each and every one of you, for what you made possible for Autism Awareness Month. I'm going to circle back to that because I think I need to spend way more time on that and articulate it, or try to the best I can. I don't know what order to do this in. It is so difficult because I want to be like, hey, here's the happies. And then if I get emotional, here's the emotional part. So the thank yous, I'll probably get emotional. So we'll go to, here's the charities that you guys changed and the lives you changed and the charities that will benefit from this. So we are supporting some of these same nonprofits that we did last year. Organization of Autism Research and My Brother Rocks the Spectrum. Those are amazing organizations. We have also added new ones and spread that love. Those new organizations are Seattle Children Autism Center, Foundation for Autism Care, Education and Services, Project Hope Foundation, the Northwest Autism Center, and the Gifted Alliance. Each one of these nonprofits is fantastic. I do so much research before picking these. We check the back end. We check how much money is actually allocated to these services versus management and all the marketing and stuff like that. That is the one thing. It's actually really difficult to find really good nonprofits. So finding these ones, when you see that, it's awesome to see. And that's why I know you would all support those causes. These are organizations that help families, help children, help adults that are autistic or with special needs. They provide so many services for individuals that might need a little bit of help. And if you want to do your own research on each one of these, by all means do. You don't even have to go check them out. You all made that possible. I didn't even say the number. We raised $235,000. Unsub got to donate $235,000. What was last year's number? 110,000. We doubled last year's number and we did $235,000. All because of you. Oh, like, holy shit, y'all. That's fucking amazing. So give yourselves a pat on the back because y'all deserve it. Now we'll go to the winners before we hit that thank you and a couple other things we're working into. Oh yeah, look, Echelon. Yes, we have new Echelon flavor. It is a limited edition, so it's probably going to go quick, but I just wanted a giant shout out to Echelon for making this possible, letting us be owners of this, and then listening to me being a dick and being like, hey, I fucking hate the spicy shit. Can we do our own thing? And then being like 100% what needs to happen, and then doing actually tests, like A/B testing, until we got it where I was like, holy moly, this is amazing. And then be like, is it good? Okay. And let's figure out a way to tie this in with some veteran nonprofits and change more lives. I hate companies. I hate organizations. I hate channels that put themselves first. That is the one thing we will never do, period, ever, is put ourselves first. You amazing humans out there will always tell us what you want. And our job is to listen to that. That is what business should be about. We are actually at the Army 250 at DC, so come hang out, come say what's up, get a bro hug. And we also have the live tour happening at the end of this year. And we heard you Midwest and Northwest. We are coming out to you also. So we got you. We got you. The prizes and the winners for the Unsub safe. The Unsub Steelhead safe. Drumroll. Seth Green. Seth Green, congratulations. We will be sending you an email. The one of one Tism knife from Maximus Knives. Jacob Taylor. That is a very white name, and there's probably a couple of you out there with that name. Congratulations to Jacob Taylor. We will send the Jacob Taylor an email. The signed Hard-Headed Veterans Full Spectrum Helmet. Probably one of my favorite ones we're giving away. That is, I'm very happy with that thing. The winner is Louis R. Navarra. Louis R. Navarra. Probably less of those. And for one of the random pair of unsub shoes, Casey Miller. We will be emailing you asking for your size and which one you want. So congratulations. Also, just a big shout out for JD the bot guy for being the highest bidder on the communism shoes. Dude, shout out to you, brother. We hope you enjoy them. Big shout out to each and every one, and congratulations to the winners. You all are amazing. Now to the thank you part of this. Okay, to the thank you part. This is where I'm like, I wanted to keep the energy high for the other stuff because I know being thankful is hard. This is why this is take 2 on it, because I ramble, and I might ramble even on this one, but I just want to say thank you, each and every one of you, for everything you have made possible. Y'all raised $235,000 through buying merch and supporting us, and then through that, we are able to write those massive checks to change lives for people that need help. Maybe a little pick-me-up, or maybe ABA, or little things in life, but it makes a difference, and those organizations make that possible. And it only can be done because each and every one of you watch or support this show and us. And I will never be able to be thankful enough for that or show that. And I know that. And that is why this is the hardest part for me, because you have all built an amazing community. We get to watch the lives being changed. We get to see the messages that we get. We get to see the support you all give to each other. And I know how rare that is. And it fills all of our hearts with joy being part of that. Makes me speechless. And it makes me so happy and thankful. The lives you all are changing with what you did. It's hard to put into words because I'm fortunate. Ryden's fortunate. And that's a rare thing. And you're going to have families out there that have special need kiddos or kiddos with autism that are scared, that might need a little bit of money, might need a little bit of help, but they don't know what to do. And they call, they look out, they reach out, and they're lost. But now these organizations can extend them a hand in those scary times. And that speaks volumes to what all you did. I was terrified of being a dad. I didn't know how it was going to be. I didn't even have connections with pets or anything like that. Very disconnected when it came to things like that. So when I got the news that I was going to be a dad, I didn't know what to do. I was terrified. I just thought I didn't know if I was going to connect with my kiddo. And then I held him and my world changed. And I knew from that moment forward, I was going to provide the best life possible for this little baby, for this little human. And I'm going to make him as proud as possible as my father did for me. My sister Celeste, she's 1 year older than me. She has autism. I didn't know that until much later in life. Really until Ryden was diagnosed is when it really clicked. My father pushed my sister the same way I pushed Ryden. He loved her, and he just molded her education for her. Celeste went from special ed classes to normal classes. Why? Because my dad cared more than anything about each and every one of his kiddos and their education. And watching that man provide and work so hard for us. And then go above and beyond for her so she could just learn the way she needed to learn was something that always ingrained in me. And watching her go from special ed classes to normal education classes, and then him busting his ass to get her in private school just so she could get that extra help she needed. All I could think about was my papa did this for his daughter. I need to do this for my son. So once we got the diagnosis for Ryden, it's like, hey, kiddo has autism. There was no fear. There was no doubt. There was no, oh no. It was immediately, oh man, okay, we got this. We got this. This little man's going to be amazing. He is going to have his little talents. We just have to find the best way to showcase those talents. We have to find the best way that he'll learn and go above and beyond. And it can be terrifying for those parents out there that might not know what to do with that diagnosis or how to approach it. Don't worry. You're going to have your ups and downs, but I promise you at the end of the day, it is going to be an amazing journey. Give them the opportunity to teach you because they are amazing little people. You'll see it's truly a blessing with how their braids work, their innocence, their bluntness. It's such an experience that is a blessing, and it might be confusing. It might be scary, but I promise you, it is so rewarding once you find what makes them click. When that happens, it is the most beautiful journey you will ever experience. So to the parents out there or the people with family members that have autism or special needs, go along with the ride. Be prepared for the journey. It is an amazing one, and it is a blessing. Watching how y'all support Ryden too is just one of the most beautiful things Dad could ask for. I have nothing but joy and pride in my heart for all you do for that little man. And at least in me, speechless, I can say thank you 1,000 times, but it will never be enough because you all have went above and beyond in ways I could have never imagined. You have all helped so many people, myself included, my son included, the other hosts. And all we can do is say thank you, and it's never going to be enough. But we will try our damnedest to be the best versions of ourselves, to make changes, to stand up for what we think is right, and to lead by example and to motivate. That's our only way we can show our appreciation for what all you have done. So from the bottom of my heart, from all our hearts, thank you, each and every one of you. You all are amazing humans. You might go through some hard times. You might hit your speed bumps in life. But no, we are always here for each and every one of you. And this community is always here for all of you. We will pick each other up. We will motivate each other. And we will persevere. Man, I love each and every one of you. Thank you for changing my life and for changing Ryden's life. Enjoy the episode. Sorry if it was a little long-winded. I made it through without crying. Choose y'all.
3, 2, 1.
Ooh, got a little something.
Yeah, I got a little foam on that. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Unsubscribed Podcast. I am joined today by Eli Double Tap, Fat Electrician, JayDaddy. Might be one of our favorite guests of all time. We don't know yet. Brandon Herrera. It's myself, Donut Operator.
Well,
we love you. Thanks for coming.
Fuck all those other people coming out.
All guests before this, Rich. Fuck you. I love
So
you.
yeah, as we already showed you, those beers were drank by a gentleman that was there when they raised the American flag over Iwo Jima. What's your biggest accomplishment?
Jesus.
We'll see. Well, you're competing for most favorite, so I just figured we should start off.
You are way cooler than the guy that stormed Normandy Beach or Iwo Jima.
No
Thank
pressure.
you for your service. It's like, damn, what the fuck did I do?
Yeah.
That guy stormed Iwo Jima. That guy got molested. What are your
I
accomplishments?
just run through doors and yeah, that's all I do. I film myself doing some dumb shit, and that's it's awesome. Awesome.
He's one of us.
I know. We were so excited for this one because we all have seen your content one way or another if we didn't know the name, and then it just
it's like it pops up. You're saying like it'll just pop up. You see that shit.
You're one of those creators where it's like, hey, yeah, we're having this guy come on the podcast. Oh, I don't know who that is. Yes, you do. You just don't know it. This guy. Oh, I've seen that guy.
That was exactly how. Yeah.
There you go.
Jamie, bring it up.
Yeah. Do you mind if we play like a little clip of some of your stuff?
Well, something, dude.
Oh shit. All right, guys, the last letter of Hangman. What is it, guys? Come on. Great job, Jimmy. Look at you, buddy. You were just killing it. All right, this is a tricky one. Anyone?
yeah, we'll monetize it for you. Put it up for 2 hours, just a compilation.
Yeah.
His whole channel.
Yeah, we take it.
What do you mean
all
we
of
got
them,
copyright struck?
Dude, super excited to have you on.
I appreciate that, dude.
You started content how long ago?
Dude, this was in 2020. So TikTok, the whole like COVID shit, obviously that was like when everyone was chilling, doing their whatever it is, quarantine. I'm in my apartment. My job fell through with COVID, and I said I'm sitting in my apartment. I'm like, let me make some videos. I do TikTok, and they weren't like the skits that I do now. Like,
I was most surprised you started with TikTok. Didn't know that because you go hard, and that's why we all love your content.
That's
You
the
do
thing.
not.
Yeah.
You're unapologetic
that's
about
the
your
thing
comedy.
is like I took it and I got banned. I thought everything was over. I was like, oh shit, I made 3 million followers. I was like, this is it. This is going to be amazing. Whatever the hell. I'm getting paid through the creator
show
fund,
my
which
ass
is
again.
garbage, but I was getting paid, and they banned me in like 2022. Lost like my money. I couldn't get it out or whatever the hell. I'm like freaking the fuck out. I'm thinking this is all over. I go to a new job. I'm delivering pizzas and shit because that's what I used to do. Like just trying to be flexible so I could do the content and shit like that. And then after that, yeah, I was freaking out over that. I'm trying to think of the whole timeline.
Well, did you go? So
Got
you were
banned
at
for
3
like
million.
3
on
million
TikTok?
followers, yeah, but it was like TikTok videos. It wasn't like the shit I do now. So I did 3 million followers on TikTok, made great views, did like part comedy series, like 30-part series of whatever the hell it would be.
What was that?
You said that it was it's different than the stuff that you do now. What kind of stuff were you doing back then?
It was just, again, like the TikTok style videos. Like
trends?
they weren't as like elaborate. Like they weren't planned out. They weren't written. They were more like improvised and shit like that. You know, when you just do a selfie video or something like that.
Just like a stitch.
Selfie
So,
comedy, exactly.
Did you lose all that content when you lost your account? Like, are
Yeah, I
those videos
lost
just
everything,
gone?
and that's the thing.
That
So I had
was-
7 months of being banned, and then what happened? Timeline. I'm emailing. TikTok support is non-existent.
Oh, yeah.
There's
No,
no
yeah,
agents.
it's
There's
not
nothing.
there.
So I said, how the hell am I going to get this back? There was a time I just gave up. I was like, I'm good. I'm not going to do this shit anymore. And 7 months go by. I said, dude, I need this account back. I can't be delivering pizzas and shit. I had something, and it's like, you know, you think you've made it. You're like, oh fuck, 3 million followers. Okay, great. But little did I know the grind never stops. I have to fucking email all these guys. I take all the TikTok emails. I find everyone I could. I make 10 emails of my own, and I just start emailing. I'm like, probably like, I'd say 10 emails from each email of mine. So 100 emails a day. I just kept spamming all these support emails.
Damn.
Robotically, they would come in and it'd be like, no, this is denied, this is denied, this is denied. All I needed was one.
Listen
And it
here.
fucking popped.
Ben.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
you
Ben
don't
at
fucking,
TikTok.
if you don't, Ben, if you don't approve my account to be reinstated, I'm going to tell your boss that you said Taiwan's a country.
Ho, ho, ho.
There you go.
Yeah. So, dude, it just, I mean, that was, I'm trying to think of like, because I want to get the timeline straight because it was fucking nuts, dude. I get it back. I get the email that it goes up, and I'm like freaking out. I'm like, I don't want to be a bitch, but I was crying. I'm like, oh my God, I got my money back. I got my followers back. Let's keep this going. And immediately I said, fuck TikTok. We're going to Instagram. My friend told me about Instagram. Dude, get into Reels, get into Reels. And then I went to, Instagram, YouTube. And that's when the switch of like making them for YouTube, clipping them for TikTok and Instagram came from. And that was like I mean, probably the best decision I've made, because now I grew that shit from YouTube was 10K, Instagram was 30K. People think that like, oh, you pulled your TikTok following.
Doesn't translate.
And it's like, it doesn't at all. I had to grow that shit all naturally. So I like to say I say 2020, but I started in like 2023. Like
when they locked your money behind I didn't even know they could do that.
Dude, I just couldn't pull it out. It was my fault. The thing is that I couldn't, you could either leave it there or you can transfer right into PayPal and get it out of there. So I didn't know that if you get banned, like they're just going to keep that locked. You know, I thought it would still come out and go to PayPal or something. So.
Classic blunder of not pulling out.
Yeah, there you go.
18 years.
I've learned a lesson. So yeah, fuck.
Dude, that's almost like the exact same thing that Justin Unley told us. He built like tons of followers on TikTok.
Yeah.
And just one day they said, nope, you don't have your account anymore. And I've heard that from so many.
I said I'm never gonna trust, because then you have no job security. You're like, oh shit, like I think I can make a living off of this, and you have nothing.
I mean, obviously it can happen, but for as much as we kind of shit on YouTube, sometimes YouTube is unfathomably better. At least like you can at least contact somebody at YouTube and they'll be like, hey, here's what you did wrong, or what we think you did wrong. Here's the recourse.
Yeah.
Would you like to talk about it? Yeah.
At least there's some communication.
Yeah.
They're almost as good as Pepperbox.
Almost.
If I get my content taken down on Pepperbox, I will show my ass. Not like Rich.
And it'll be fun. Sav got her first account deleted, 500,000, and then she built that new one she has, but she doesn't do TikTok at all anymore. She's like, I'll just focus on the IG.
Yeah.
It seems like by far the worst platform for just randomly losing your account.
Dude, even like people that just have family accounts, like they don't even have to do that. I understand my shit, like the edgy humor and stuff, so I can understand getting like banned for certain videos, but even like people that have children in their video, or they could just be a cooking channel and they say the wrong thing. Maybe they don't, and it just gets taken down.
Cody had,
you're like, holy fuck.
What was it that got you?
I did a skit years ago where I showed the butt of a rifle, not even the full rifle. Just like you can just see the stock right here.
Yep. You can't show guns.
They fucking took down my account for a little bit.
They took down my account for a little bit because I would show like World War II pictures. Yeah, really? It was when I did a video on the M1 Grand, and it was just a World War II soldier holding a gun.
Yeah. They don't have any like stipulations like, oh, this is just a documentary or this is just like a biography of someone. They don't have anything that's telling.
It's almost like they're retarded fucking communists.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I know. Weird.
I got banned on TikTok. I actually forgot about this until just now.
Yeah.
I got banned on TikTok at one point for putting up there was like a small period of time where I tried TikTok, and like for a gun guy, that's just not going to happen. But definitely, I got banned because of a video of self-harm. Yeah. Because it was me hanging around, fucking around with Scott from Kentucky Ballistics, and he had a stun gun, and it was just him going, ow, ow. Like he just kept pacing himself.
Yeah. Even the stuff I did, like I couldn't do, if I'm doing someone like getting offed or getting killed, again, the Final Destination skit, it's like breaking necks with the Ragdolls or whatever, which we'll get into, but you can't do any of that on TikTok. So I can't, even if I try to make it look good, and because if I make it look too good, it's like, oh shit. Like, that's real.
He killed a man.
That's real. I killed a man. So, that's how it works.
This is how smart communists are.
Eli, you got to do the accent, though. He killed a man.
Oh, my God. He killed a man. Wait. That sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Scott, though. Yeah. Oh, see.
What?
I haven't done my Asian voice in a while. I was thinking about that last night. I was like, man, I haven't done that. It's like,
he's
holy crap. Me. Oh, my God. The JayDaddy. He killed people. He is so bad. White guy, very bad. Okay, we ban him. Okay, next person. Brandon Herrera. He Mexican. We ban him. Okay, Cody.
Mr. Chow. I did that Mr. Chow.
Mr. Chow.
Yeah, I love
Cody,
Mr. Chow,
racist man.
Yeah, what is your favorite slur?
We like him.
Yeah, what is your favorite slur? Let's get into that.
We'll just start listing them and tell us where it falls in 1 to 10.
A tier iceberg.
S tier, F tier, and slurs. Ready, go.
We'll go all the way down the list.
That's true. Damn. Oh, that would be so good, and I hate it. That would be so viral. Okay, right here we're going. It's just all blurred out things. We need to do this.
Pepperbox.
Well, maybe. I'm just saying. a fun skit, Nick, where we don't actually show the words. Nick's like, why not?
We'll just have our lawyer Jake come in and say it for us, so we don't have to say it. We'll just say what category it's in.
Oh no!
Or we could get one each person from each category to say it for us.
We have.
I call S tier.
I don't think that's what he meant. It was like the forging of the 4 slurs.
7 to oh man. I call S tier. That's a shirt by itself. I want to do we rank those. That's a good clip. That is a hilarious clip. Awesome. We're doing that tomorrow, tonight, whenever.
There's your merch drop.
It's
that
just
I was
going
to say, is that merch?
Yeah.
There you go,
Some
dude.
of our
Bad
merch.
bitch. Okay, dude.
Yeah.
You're bad bitch.
We got the mugs too.
Yep. I saw you wearing the merch. Wow. Dude, I need a mug. You guys got a mug for me?
Rich is a bad bitch.
I need a mug.
Not on hand.
Yeah,
but-
I'll use yours.
Don't clean it.
We all spit in it.
All right, does this guy need to be in the offenders, or we haven't done that in a while?
Oh, dude,
really
yeah,
haven't.
you actually would be a.
Do you know about the offenders?
No.
So
no,
it's
holy
our
shit.
it's our superhero group.
Okay.
So how this works is you get to pick a superpower.
Yeah.
But your superpower has an offset that's a negative, and we get to pick what the offset is. So, for example,
I can fly, but I have to shout racial slurs.
Got you. Okay, I think I saw something like this.
Yeah, so it's hard going to like Section 8 housing communities to save children from a burning building. Everyone's super mad.
Cody's using a
So
ladder
I
today.
say the power, you guys tell me my negative?
correct.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. So you said fly. Can we go through everyone?
We
Do
have so
or-
many, honestly.
So
like
many
he's
random
he's
ones.
super speed. He's flight. I'm
Flight.
like Professor Xavier.
Okay.
He regenerates after he dies. Pretty much any power is open at this point. You just pick whatever you want.
Shit, dude. I'm really thinking about this one.
Don't worry.
Careful,
we'll ruin it.
SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Careful, SpongeBob.
That got him. You're getting a key.
Out of everything, that's what got Rich.
A tea kettle. A tea kettle over there.
I'd say, okay, so I feel like the Spider-Man thing's a little overused.
I don't think anybody's done that.
No one's
anybody
done
knows
Spider-Man.
Dude,
No.
I fucking love Spider-Man. I mean, I'm born in New York, so I've always had dreams of being Spider-Man.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. The web comes out of your dick, and you have to deliver
I knew
pizza
it
for
was-
7 months
had
in
a
between
fucking-
each shot.
Fuck. Wait, tell me.
Wait, he gets
Tell me the
one
details.
dick swing, and then he's like, "Oh no!" Because you get one shot, so he just
Like Spider-Man 2, he loses his powers, and he's like, "Oh fuck, no."
I like give him all the powers. They just shut off at random times.
Randomly.
Okay.
But
God, it's just
The
Still out of his
Chinese
dick,
government gets to choose when to shut your powers off, and then you have to deliver pizzas for 7 months in between before they give it back.
So it's got to come out of my dick. What were the other details on that?
I like butt. What about his butt?
Oh, yeah, butt rub like a real spider.
You guys watch The Boys or no?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
You seen it's the Spider-Man, but it's out of his tailbone or his little ass, whatever the fuck.
I
that
like
is.
the butthole. That way, it's
Yeah.
a little web. It's
There you
really
go.
creepy. You can see
Yeah.
brown web. Yeah, it's just brown web. The brown web. Yeah, the brown web is good. His little butt flap.
So we got the ground. Can we get a camera on that?
Oh, we have one.
Oh, we do.
Do you take a shower and still smell bad?
Do you suffer from thigh folds? Do you know how to play Magic the Gathering? If so, do we have the product for you?
Today's sponsor, MANDO. Do you know what makes MANDO different from any other deodorant?
It's whole body deodorant that is safe to use anywhere on your body.
You can even use it in your butt crack. And trust me, I do.
And you probably should.
I've been to a Magic the Gathering tournament. You should.
Mando comes in solid stick and spray deodorant that is aluminum free.
Clinically proven to block odor all day.
And it controls odor for up to 72 hours. That's 3 days you can go without having to take a shower.
Choose from a variety of fresh scents like bourbon leather, aka my father's hand.
Want to try America's #1 whole body deodorant right now?
You can find them in Walmart, Target, and if you don't want to leave the comfort of your own home, which I imagine a lot of you Target audience don't, for the the best deals, you can go to shopmando.com.
Mando's starter pack is perfect for new customers.
It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant,
2 free products of your choice, such as
mini body wash and deodorant wipes,
and free shipping.
new customers get $5 off the starter pack with our exclusive code.
Unsub! That equates to over 40% off your starter pack using special code
Unsub at shopmando.com. Boost your confidence from head to toe with Mando.
Shit.
I just picture him like lowering over the diamond.
Mission
from
Impossible.
his ass rope.
So when he's going to kiss Mary Jane.
Oh, it's just brown and sticky.
Disgusted.
Yeah. It smells. They hate when they know when Spider-Man's been around. It's goopy.
I know it's already a meme, but like the guy who has to be like in New York that's cleaning the windows off after Spider-Man.
Yep.
It's just that, but worse now.
Everywhere.
It changes on the window.
Everywhere.
Dude, it changes the narrative completely when the police show up and the notes there. It's like, you're welcome. They're just covered in shit. They're brown shit. I'm so sorry, Spider-Man.
So we've learned I'm the brown web.
Yeah, you'll be fine in San Francisco. Nobody will care. There's shit all over that place already.
The poo tracker.
The poo track.
Yeah, it's been months since we did one of those.
I know. We haven't done that in a long
So
time.
the brown
felt
web.
good.
That was a good one.
That was a
the
great
brown
one.
web.
The brown web.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
So when did you get? You dealt with the band stuff, and you're like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna start just putting my content on all the platforms. What got you into the action comedy? Because you do it so good.
The action. Thank you. Yeah, the action comedy. It started with real quick. I wanted to bring up because you guys know Goodfellas, right?
Yeah.
Of course. Right. Yeah. My aunt is Gina Mastrogiacomo. She played Janice Rossi in Goodfellas. She's like the mistress of Ray Liotta.
Oh, no shit.
Janice Rossi, 2R, whatever. 2R Janice Rossi.
Is she the one that had her own apartment? Like the
Yeah,
wife
yeah.
is like
The
ringing
wife's
the doorbell,
2R.
and she's like, "There's a
Yeah,
whore that
yeah.
lives here."
Yep. She died when I was
Don't
39.
talk about her like that. He's right here. God damn.
She passed away when I was 39. She was doing the whole acting thing, and I was like 3 years old. But that was like a household name, right? So we're all, everyone would talk about Gina, and I think that showed me that all of this shit in general was possible with the acting stuff. And I was like, that's kind of the start of it all. I was like, fuck, I gotta act. I gotta do. I wanted to have my own like little resume of shit, right? So like my portfolio, and my skits became that. But to answer the action comedy. God, what would I say? So I started with, I think I started a grandma. I did the grandma where like she pinches my cheeks, and I think that was the first Ragdoll thing, where I just started teeing off on little old grandma. And then it was so after that, I was like getting better with it, and I'm like, okay. And this is where we get into it, but the shots take very proper planning. I don't know how to explain that, but like 30-second videos, but a shot will take, I would record a 30-second video, but it could take 3 to 5 days, depending on what I want, You're
doing the angles. So anyone out there, you have to follow like 180 rule. Then you're setting up how does this shot translate
I'm moving
to the next
beds,
one.
I'm moving chairs. I'm
sorry,
moving
what the fuck is
everything.
this?
Oh, shit.
It's lavender oat latte.
Very.
Okay.
It drips from its lip.
All right.
That is like a North Korea serving size coffee.
I didn't want too much caffeine and I wasn't sure what milk. It's oat milk, so I shouldn't shit. But I was afraid of the
So I
level of
shouldn't
shit I
shit.
might have to shit. So I was like, I'm gonna do a small.
There you go. That's a little banger.
You want something like a baby
I've
bird?
never seen a coffee mug that small.
That's small, right? I was gonna say, it's like a
It
mini.
looks like
How did I spill twice?
It looks like the one they give your dog full of whipped cream. Pop cups. Pop cups.
If you baby bird him on this podcast, I will quit. I think I found my line.
That's how we get rid of Brandon. It's like Brandon got to. Well, we know what we have to do. Nick, open wide.
Yeah, I quit. Have fun with Miles Teller here.
I'll see you at Miles Teller. You know how many times I've gotten that comment? Holy hell.
Really?
I see that all the time. Miles Teller, Jonah Hill, delivery, and stuff like that. But yeah, Miles Teller. Holy hell.
Jonah Hill, really?
Jonah Hill with the delivery, I guess. I don't know. I don't know why.
Huh.
I'll be honest. The one I see, okay, I can see Miles Teller sometimes. Jonah Hill, I don't understand yet. But maybe it's this style of comedy they're thinking of. I don't know, edgy humor, something like that.
Hey, just say real quick, no one fucks my cousin but me.
No one fucks my cousin but me.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
It was there.
Dude, but going back into the level of setup, it is a lot of work, and that's why I DM'd you multiple times saying it's like, dude, you're really fucking talented at this. I would love to see at that next level. Exactly. Yeah. And that's so you were learning that and you're following the rules to a T.
Yeah.
And then you just
I think it's just like evolving ever since. You just get used to like, okay, this is how this has to go. And then like, how do we make it better? So like each skit gets better and better and better with the Ragdolls stuff. I get comments like, where do you get your Ragdolls from? Like, what the fuck? And I'm like, oh shit. Dude, I DM'd Spirit Halloween because they took the Ragdolls off of Amazon. And because it's out of season. And I was like, yo, I need those Ragdolls. I said, I need those.
I gotta beat the
They got back to me. They said, we don't know when it's going to be back, but, you know, maybe in season. And I'm like, fuck.
Spirit Halloween.
Yeah, right.
That fucking.
I wish Halloween was year round. I would, dude. That's my prop house.
Spirit Halloween's such a funny fucking company because like when it's not in season, they just have a full realty team going around to other abandoned businesses trying to get them to sign a 3-month contract. And it's just like, imagine being a realtor and your entire job is be like, oh, your company shut down, your dreams are dead. Yeah, can I throw a Halloween party in the carcass of your dreams for 3 months? I'll give you like 10 grand.
Yeah, I think they pay really good though.
Like rip Toys R Us, man.
They just spawn everywhere. Those Spirit Halloweens, they're spawning in new places, all that shit.
Your video is fucking great on that. He did a full video on the
I do like business breakdowns too.
Oh, okay, shit.
Yeah, Spirit Halloween is just
that's dope.
Ridiculous company.
I didn't know that. The Spirit.
Yeah, I did it for Halloween last year.
What was the crazy one on that one? Other than 3 months, they're.
I mean, just like the profit margins on all their shit, being able to, because they do, I forget how many, it's like over 10,000 locations that they put up and close down in a 3-month time gap. Like the logistics on that company is just
wait, and then you're hiring
insane.
too. Holy shit! I never thought about temp hires.
Yeah, temp hire, everything.
Isn't that nuts?
Like the Spirit employees are just like, it's a show. Like the manager that runs the thing got hired 2 weeks before me, and like nobody knows what the fuck is going on. It's just
you just clock in, you start screaming until November 1st, and then you're like,
Dude, I went to the restroom at the one here in San Antonio, and it was one of those. They're like, fuck, we'll have to take you back, and like. It was right behind like this little curtain, and just behind that little shitty black curtain they have is a like fucking bowling alley from The Last of Us, like bombed out, destroyed, and they're just like, yeah, it's over there to the left. We think the door works.
Just pointing.
Dude, the Spirit Halloween's employees, like when I go in there, it's like, you again? Like, what? Dude, Halloween's already passed. Like, what the fuck? And I'm like getting props and shit.
You're like, but discount now.
Yeah.
Just put discount. The fucking dummy in the basket.
What are you doing with these dummies, man?
Oh yeah, you look like asking about my fucking dummies.
When does this episode's not going to come out for a couple weeks, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. My video will be up by then. Nice. My next Fat Files video I'm doing is on dead peasant insurance.
What?
Bro.
Multiple. Wait, pause. Can we take a guess at what this is? Cody, what is dead peasant insurance?
Okay, I hate that you're calling Spirit Halloween employees dead peasants because I'm sure that's what you were thinking.
It's not that.
Dead peasant insurance. Like one of your workers dies, so you get the money. So you probably kill them on purpose, so you get the money.
You don't kill them on purpose. So apparently,
kill them on accident.
You can just take out life insurance policies on anybody, whether you know them or not, with or without their permission, as long as you have their personal information.
You can still do that to this day?
Allegedly.
Dude, Chinese steelworking facilities have to be making a killing.
So I think the first people that like made it mainstream was a company called Winn-Dixie.
Yeah.
And they got busted. Multiple companies have been busted since, I believe, including Walmart. I haven't finished all the research yet. But these companies would just take out life insurance policies on their employees. Well, then somebody figured out at the corporate level, well, what if we just start taking out huge life insurance policies on all our morbidly obese, unhealthy employees? And then they would carry life insurance policies, and then when they would die, they would get these huge payouts. And in one of the corporate memos from one of the companies, it was literally referred to as dead peasant insurance. And they got busted for it.
Oh my God.
Dude, it's fucked.
You cover some dark shit.
It's really bad.
That's awesome.
It's like, this is the morbid, dark side of capitalism. Holy shit.
What company?
Just...
was the one who
Winn-Dixie?
Allegedly.
I think it was the Winn-Dixie one, but I haven't verified. But I believe they were the ones that had the leaked corporate memos, where it's like just the corporate CEO, board member level, just referring to your employees as dead peasant.
At least Papa John just said the N-word.
Dude, the fucking CEO needs a new condo, so he just goes down and smokes an employee.
Loose Clothes Friday. He's just trying to get tangled people up in machines. Hair down Monday. We're
Casual Friday or Big Jacket Monday for the lathe workers.
That's right. It's just everyone getting caught. Jewelry Thursday.
Hair down pajama day. The OSHA violation for a death on the job site is only $250,000. We're taking out a $5 million life insurance policy. We're making money. Like, Jesus.
That's the business model. But you sell stuff. Whatever.
That's fucking crazy.
All right. Doing it is bad. Calling it dead fucking
There's
peasant
another
insurance.
level. Like, not
Fuck
only...
me.
And it's a corporate. It's at the
This is it.
corporate level emails.
Yep. So there's
That's
been a bunch of lawsuits and stuff of like family members whose relatives passed away that these companies claim these huge life insurance policies on. It's like, dude, that's so
That's
fucked.
a video, man.
That's going to be a good one.
That's a fucking video.
Look forward to that one.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Dude, I'm calling State Farm right when we leave, then I'm going to go down to the skate shop and shoot.
Jesus Christ, dude.
I love you. I'm playing.
That's so sad.
Works at my skateboard shop.
A future dead peasant.
I just like you're calling them. You just leave a voicemail and then shoot them.
Editor,
Sir,
bleep out, please.
yeah.
Editor, thank you.
Keep in the shooting.
Yeah. Just bleep the name.
Welcome to Unsub.
He'll know who it is.
He knows who he is. Wreck my cop car one more time.
I love it.
You get a fucking notification from State Farm. Leave the state.
Fuck. So the dummies buying them, they were running out, or I'm
Because they said
assuming
it's out of season.
How
Yeah.
how
many
often
have I
do you
bought?
go through? Yeah,
Dude, let's just say I've written off a lot of dummies on my taxes. But yeah, I'd say like we're nearing like 30. No,
you're a weird guy on the.
Bro, they're like seeing like it come through and they're like, what the fuck?
Do you have just like a room?
No,
full of
what's
them?
funny is when I throw them out and I have to throw them out and then the trash guys come.
Just an arm hanging out.
I love the Rich laugh. I love the background laughs. Holy shit.
Hey, Rich. Do you think we should hook him up with the chick who started collecting mannequins?
That's where my mind went. That's where my mind
Dude, my closet looks like that sometimes. Holy shit.
Your neighbors are terrified of you.
Yeah. Dude, sometimes I gotta like decapitate the dummy. Like I got a new one coming. I don't know when this video's dropping, but Monday. Yeah, tomorrow, right? Tomorrow dropping in this Jason skit, and then I have to cut the dummy's head off, and then like that's in the box, throw it in the dumpster or throw it in the trash, and yeah, they see all that shit. But it's fucking nuts. But the
Do you live in an apartment or house?
dude, so you want to get into this or no? This is like, I am. Oh, bro, the main comments are like, how many times do you replace your door? Do you live in this place? Do you rent it? This and that. When I moved from Tampa back to, this is the 2020 like TikTok era, I like to call it. Got banned, whatever. I was with my mom. That's my mom's house. I'm with my mom. I got my girlfriend of 6 years. We're moving out next month, next 2 months, whatever. Because I can actually make a living off of this shit now. Before it was like, I just wanted to, they understood the grind. My mom's my biggest fan. Love you, Mom. Because she fucking, all she does is she's watching the reaction videos and she's watching all that shit. She's like, dude, I love when you do this. I love when you do that.
I love it when you bust through my
I love when
doors.
you bust through my door. Yeah, she's like, I'm living with Bam Margera right now. Like, so, but no, she's been awesome. I always say because I wouldn't have been able to do the amount I'm doing with like juggling a job, I've already tried it. Juggling a job, bills, this, that. I wanted to get to a point where I can live on this shit, and we're there. But yeah, it's not as good as, I don't want to talk numbers, but it's not as good as the long form.
Oh yeah, do I got some big news for all of you out there. That's right, AG1 just launched their next generation. The same single scoop, but with upgraded vitamins, minerals, and probiotics. It is clinically backed. That's right, AGN1 Next Gen is now one of the most clinically backed greens powder. As you all know, if I look at milk, I have diarrhea. AG1 was one of the first ones that didn't piss my tummy off. So subscribe today and try the next gen of AG1. And if you use our link, you'll also get a free bottle of AG1 D3K2 and 5 of the upgraded AG1 travel packs with your first order. Most of you already know I'm super into fitness, and I can't stress enough getting a good diet. And surprisingly, probiotics always upside my stomach. This is actually one of the first probiotics that doesn't wreck me. I got in the habit of doing it daily. Also, do not do this at night because you will have way more energy. So make sure you check out drinkag1.com/unsubscribe to get started with AG1's next gen and notice the benefits for yourself. That's drinkag1.com/unsubscribe. Again, that is drinkag1.com/unsubscribe. Free.
But fuck, I wish. Brand deals are great and stuff like that, but again, they're a little afraid of me.
Yeah,
sometimes.
it took us forever to convince him to do long form.
Yeah, and I know it was a big change. You're like, oh shit. You start seeing the numbers. You're like, whoa.
Oh, people like this too.
It's still my
psychological
favorite.
jump where it's like, they don't mind me for 3 minutes, but 90 minutes might be a little much.
Yeah.
Still, my
No, but you
favorite
still
is
have people going. You go.
no. Go
I was gonna say you still have people watching that shit. It's crazy. You'll have the dedicated fans and that'll be there for the whole hour 30. They'll leave it on in the background, shit like that. Same thing with the podcast stuff. So,
but trying to convince him to do long forms, you just thinking back to, you're like, who's gonna want to watch me for 20 minutes?
That's how I felt. Yeah.
And now you're basically producing a fucking documentary or two every month.
Literally. Yeah.
That's still the slowest burn ever. I used to like him before he got into longer videos. It's just like I used to like you when I only had to see you for 90 seconds. Like, all right, that's solid. Okay, I'll take it.
You got to get past those comments though, because I know they comment. Like if I did that, I don't even know what they would say. If I stopped doing skits and I don't know. I got to figure that out.
For him. You're gonna have to buy a door company,
right? But that's the thing is like, how do I do? Because I was thinking about it. It's like, do you do? The gaming shit is like saturated, I feel like, but it's still
CPMs
fun.
are dead. Everything gaming is the last. They have a lot lower CPMs than any other.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Because I would have expected that.
Because it's
I
kids.
did gaming one time. This was before I started YouTube, like with the skits and shit. And I was like, yo, let me try gaming and shit. And you see the CPM, and you're like, damn, dude. I was a fan of like when crypto was popping. Yep. I was like, oh, I'm gonna make, dude. My whole JayDaddy channel right now was a crypto channel. Like before that shit, and I was like, we're gonna make this money off crypto and all this shit and do these like analytics. I was like a nerd with all that.
Can I ask you for some advice? Is Hawk to a Coin ever am I gonna make my money back?
I was just gonna bring this up.
Listen, I don't know.
We really, the people that spent a couple $100,000 to get her off the internet did us all a solid.
You failed for
it. The people that jumped on that rug pull for
I'm
us.
gonna have to pull up the graph for the Hawk to a Coin. Yeah. We're gonna get into all the analytics, yeah. So no, I did that, and dude, the CPM was like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, it was the first maybe video I did, and I got it. Well, I got that. No, I'm thinking first monetized video, and then I saw the CPM, and I was like, are you kidding me? Doing finance, real estate, covering any of that shit, nuts. But And then crypto died. I died with it, and I said, "Fuck this shit. I need JayDaddy back." So I did that, and that was let's do all that.
I think there was a PewDiePie at one point, like a few years ago, did a video where he was just testing the CPMs on YouTube, and he told his audience that, and he's like, "I'm just going to randomly throughout this video say real estate, finance. You would like to buy a house. I would like to buy a house. Would you like to sell me your house?
Yeah.
Mortgage." Like,
immediately, it goes right into that bracket
every
like,
3 minutes.
Shit, that's awesome.
And it kicks up.
Yeah,
you can always tell.
You're selling a house? Oh shit!
Buying a house in Miami, buying a multi-million-dollar house.
The algorithm's crazy because like whenever I do a Fat Files video on a company, that company runs ads on that video. Like when I did the Little Caesar, there's hundreds of comments. Be like, I got a Little Caesars ad in this video about Little Caesars and shit like that. And apparently, one of the 2 Buffalo Schools videos we've done, there was a wood chipper sponsorship that played.
I saw that
times.
Damn. I think I saw that at Buffalo School. Oh shit! I don't even know if I want to.
That's
what was the because you guys again you get into serious shit. Like sometimes it's comedy, sometimes it's serious.
That's like the first. That is actually our first serious
Rich was on that,
episode.
Right?
For the most part, we always do try to keep it lighthearted. Yes, we tackle serious subjects, but we're just trying to
make fun of bring light, make fun of whatever you can in that, but not like with shitting on it or whatever.
Yeah. And that was the first time like having somebody other than me cry on camera. Like, hey, I cried. Now you've cried on camera. We've cried together.
Shut up.
Okay. He's like, don't talk about it. But
listen, he's a bad bitch.
But that level, and everyone, thankfully, they could see the tonality shift completely, and that set that message to get out to as many people as possible.
Yeah.
But that was one of the most wild things when we just concluded that right before you showed up. We just did the last part of it. So.
That was this morning?
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn, you guys switched up. You went fucking there, and then you went here. Holy hell.
Yeah.
Well, this was more of the attack. Like, they're just... I don't know, you guys are kicking a body.
Unsub played off that episode.
We're beating that horse into glue.
It's
That's nuts, man.
But now you're doing your... Oh, what were you going to...
No, I was just going to say, I think it's the tonality shift people recognize because we are usually so like jovial, lighthearted.
Yeah.
That when, Rich came on and talked about something way more serious, people were like, that was... I saw multiple comments. They're like, that was like watching my dad cry. I don't like this. What do you need me to do?
Yeah. Holy shit. They were like, what?
People showed the fuck up on that one. There's like 17,000 comments, right?
Wow.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
That went off, right? That went like...
I
remember looking at
covered
the
it.
channel before I came here. It was like 2 mil or something like that. Like
it's
up there.
It's the reason why multiple investigations are happening on a state, federal, and local level.
And shout out to Asmongold for covering that too and watching it. Dude,
Asmongold,
thank you, dude. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Our phones were blowing up during that little segment. Everyone
Dude,
was like,
I
go.
was going to bring up an Asmongold thing. I feel like I'm the Asmongold of like what I do with the fucking house shit. You know what I mean? It's just like living in my own house. And sometimes. No, dude, think about it like this. Like I'm moving the bed. And I put the bed back, and they're like, dude, do you sleep here? Do you rent it out? Whatever the hell do you do? Dude, I live there. That's it. Breaking my door. Dude, I put the door on after. I don't fucking screw it in. I put the door, I fit it in the frame. And maybe I shouldn't go all into detail about this.
No, dude, that's great.
Nuts. Please do.
I love this level of dedication, dude.
So
it's
crazy.
amazing.
The wall's broken and
You
all
have
that
such
shit,
a funny opportunity for an ad placement with like a security door company. It's just
dude,
a whole
so
skit
many
of you
comments are like, who
dislocating
sponsors
your
your
shoulder.
doors? They're like, what the fuck? But no, it's the same door. That door's gonna go down a legend. And yeah. There was a time I was like busting through it, and I'm like, okay, let's feel how it. Okay, that's good. And then I said, "F it, I'm jumping through this." And it was like the horror movie stuff when I was doing that. And I said, I'm fucking running through this in the Art the Clown costume. And I'm getting ready. I'm literally like 30 seconds before running through the door. I'm like, come on, like with the axe and all that shit. And I fucking bust through. I got the bed sitting there, little. I don't want to go too much into the way I make my shit, but
Dude.
I don't know. It's like the illusion, right? Like, okay, I did a reviewing comments video, and like I was like, oh, let me review comments, this and that. The top comment was like, you ruined all the characters for me. Because I'm sitting there like just like, yeah, thanks guys, like this and that. Oh, cool. And they're like, you ruined everything. Because it's like an illusion. It's like I'm keeping it like they're immersed into the whole thing. So yeah. So yeah, first podcast, and that's why I was nervous coming out. I'm like, oh shit, dude. I'm like just talking out of character, chilling with the boys. Thank you guys again for having me.
No, of course.
Fucking awesome.
Thanks for coming out, man.
Yeah, it was, dude. I tried to get again the range days. I got to fucking make that happen. Are you guys doing another one?
Yeah.
No, we sold the range.
Yep.
So Arizona.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. You guys own that, everything? Like, how does that work?
We used to do it at Desperado, and now Matt's getting out of the business, so we're finding another place this time around. But yeah, we like having we own the event, I guess you can call it.
Gotcha.
It really just started with me and Cody just inviting a couple like YouTuber friends that we knew, like, hey, let's do a range day with 20 dudes.
Yeah, it started off with like 15, 20 dudes, and then the biggest one we had, it was like 200 people there.
Was that the one with the Undertaker and all that shit?
Yeah, Goldberg, Undertaker, all those guys came out.
I saw Sam Hyde.
Yeah.
Big fan of
Sam Hyde came out.
Big
Yeah.
fan. Was he goofy? Was he fun to see? Was he fun to talk to?
Oh, dude, he's awesome.
He's awesome.
Yeah, Sam's fun as shit.
Shockingly, just chill shit in real life.
Yeah, right? Did he come out with his crew or not? Like Nick and stuff like that? Dude, awesome.
There's a lot of people that show up at those. It's always a blast. It's also wild and very safe. That's my favorite part of it. It's one of the few things I feel safe at with random people with firearms. I'm like, but everyone covers down so well.
There you go.
JTACs and
we hired the Special Forces guys from the Air Force Base here to come be the range safety officers.
They're like making sure no one's like up. Or
so they're walking around just making sure everyone's having a good time, just like being safe.
We had like flight paramedics like on site and all sorts of shit. Like
shit.
The safety part,
I mean,
we do really take seriously.
What's the range of like weapons you're using?
Everything.
Like you're using
shotguns, bolt actions, 22s, all the way to fucking MG42s, belt feds, 50 cal, like minigun. Yeah, one of the range days we had 2 miniguns.
Yeah,
actually 3. I think.
Miniguns. Fucking. What do you mean? Like the fucking like the.
You don't hold them. You cannot.
You can't hold them like
that's
that.
the movie bullshit.
The movie shit, Rambo shit.
Yeah.
Right?
You can do blanks, and that's about it. If there's
because that
live
thing
rounds,
is insane, right?
It's 100 rounds a second, 80 to 120 a second.
2 to 4,000 rounds a minute.
Yeah,
something like that. It's that equal and opposite reactions, a motherfucker.
Yeah, and everyone can try that shit. You're just like
it's mounted.
Nice. Okay.
We're not being like, here you go.
Dude, just take a fucking minigun. Here you go.
Yeah, the way we set it up is like anyone there can just walk up and shoot a gun that's in front of them.
That's dope.
I think there's a big value in bringing like the Second Amendment to people who aren't necessarily in the gun industry, but like have a big following and whatnot, so they can, show their audience that hey, there's. Guns aren't toys, but like you can have fun with them and be safe about it. And like as long as you're in a proper environment, like there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
We brought some, if I can say this, we brought some YouTube reps out last time.
Gotcha.
And they were like, "Oh my god, this is so fun."
Yeah.
It's like it's actually pretty cool. We're super safe.
And
you're
just desert like that's where you're shooting into, like mountains and shit, or the
there's a big berm.
I'm only used to. My cousin lives in Arizona, so that's the only thing I'm used to on the west side or Midwest.
It's a big pile of dirt.
That's nuts.
Funny thing is, when the YouTube reps pulled up, I was right there, and they immediately got out and went and took a picture with the ass end of your van because they thought your bumper sticker was hilarious.
Please be patient.
Yeah, please be patient. I'm fucking retarded.
I love you, Cody. Sing.
That was their introduction to our friend group.
Went great.
Yeah.
With miniguns going off in the background.
It's pretty appropriate.
Oh, I have a question about guns. I know your fans are going to think I'm a noob with this shit, but I did the Final Destination skit. I had a Glock fall, goes off. Everyone's saying, no, it should have been a SIG P320. It should have been a P320, dude.
I'll loan you one if you need it next time.
Next time. So I'm like, I fucked that up, but whatever. They're just commenting it like, no, it should have been a P320. I'm like, fuck. Okay.
It's kind of a meme within the gun industry right now because SIGs
take your dick off
in some hot water for their P320s have a SIGs lawyers. This is documented. It's on paper. Multiple government agencies have confirmed this. They go off when they're dropped or sometimes holstered.
That one cop, remember walking through the lobby of the courthouse and it just he was walking and that shit goes off on his side.
That gun range video where they're instructing and then goes off and the instructor's like, "Who the fuck?
Yeah,
what is that? Is that a SIG?"
Yeah,
and he's like, "Yeah."
And people, do you guys like what is it called? Israeli carry?
Yeah, and do you buckle up when you're in a wreck? It's like that's the same logic. It's like, I'll just buckle up before
buckle up as I'm getting.
Realistically speaking, if like you're not comfortable, you're better with an unchambered gun than no gun.
Gotcha. Okay.
I mean, the goal
The goal is to just get you carrying.
Absolutely,
If you were involved in a mass shooting with 100 people and you had an unchambered gun, you had all day and tomorrow to rack it and do so. It's better than nothing. The ultimate goal should be being comfortable and trained to carry with one in the chamber.
And you could just draw it.
If you have to start training and carrying without one in the chamber and then with the goal of working towards that, that's ideal and it's better. And you can get there.
Yeah.
But some people are like, no, if you don't carry with one in the chamber, you're an idiot. It's like, well, you can build yourself up to that.
Well, I think
it also like very seriously depends on like, I agree your comfort level and your knowledge, but also like what kind of holster you have and things like that. Like people are carrying these like like fucking Walmart Uncle Mike's shitty like velvet holsters. It's like carry with one of the.
Oh, that's another thing, like the sticky gun holsters.
Yeah, like go inside your pocket.
Nope.
A lot of the times you want like that extra for the viewers out there. That extra action though, in high stress, you're gonna fuck up more. That's what my brain always goes to. Stuff starts falling apart if you're not trained properly. That's why if you do carry, train. I truly believe you should have a sub-second draw, pull, shoot if you're carrying. And that's fast as fuck, but it's very possible.
That, and there's a very good chance if you're in a situation like that, again, high stress, you probably weren't prepared for it or you weren't expecting it to happen. You may not have your left hand free.
Correct. So you have to think on like how to like belt rack, shoe rack, which people don't even think about that. Like,
which if you have an optic, much easier.
Because you just hook it right on the side.
You just slam it down on anything. And then you have even the female cop thing that had the gun situation where she's pointing it.
God. Yeah.
She has the gun pointed. She gets her firearm taken away from her. You just
we're talking about where she shot the guy?
No, this is the female cop has the gun here and he snags it from her.
I don't know that one.
I've seen the one where the female cop shot the mirror, and I've seen the one where she tries to take a guy's concealed carry while he's like...
Is that the one you're talking about?
Cody, she's like, no. She's in the cop car. The guy walks up. She pulls it out, pushes it against here. He pulls it from her. She doesn't want to shoot him. He steals the gun from her.
The guy that stole... Yeah, and then tried to take her car.
Yes.
That's a new one.
Bro. And she just got disarmed?
Listen, Cody, go for it.
Yeah, she pulls up, dude's acting all crazy, his shirt's off, and he's screaming and stuff.
Yeah.
And she's pointing her gun at him. She's getting out of the car, so she's still sitting down in the car, and he comes up, and he's like taking her gun from her, and she just does not fire.
It is because it's not racked.
No, it is. One in the chamber.
But he was holding this.
He takes it from her, and she starts screaming, "Don't shoot me!" and runs away. When she had every opportunity in the world just to be like, "Oh, if someone's taking your gun, you can, you can shoot them."
She just didn't shoot.
She just didn't shoot. I was trying. He just took the gun.
No technical reason. Just straight.
I thought there was like, he grabbed the slide or something, like whatever the hell. But
have you seen that one, Rich? Are you watching it now? Have you seen that? The female officer points the gun. Dude, it is pushed into his fucking hip bone and she will not pull the trigger. And he is pulling it out, grabs it, and then she just runs away. I'm like, dude.
Yeah, it's not a good look.
No. How the hell do you you lose your job after that or no?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Probably get desk duty for
ever.
Yeah. Well, hey, good thing there was a male officer to run up and shoot the guy.
There you go.
Hey, Brandon.
Yes, Eli?
When you think of businesses that are just crushing it, Bunker, Unsub, what's the first thing to enter your mind?
That's easy, Eli. A good child labor law attorney.
Huh?
Eli, I said Shopify. What did you hear?
Actually, it was the overlooked secret behind the business.
Like I said, Shopify.
Oh. Which brings us to today's ad.
Shopify. I mean, we use Shopify on a daily basis.
That's right. We use Shopify for Bunker, Brandon, and Unsub. Those magical shoes we have where they're linked through Shopify to the mythical store at Bunker Branding. And because of Shopify, they communicate.
It's like your mom and your dad on their anniversary night. Not yours.
Nobody does selling better than Shopify.
They are home of the #1 checkout on the planet.
With Shop Pay, which boosts your conversion up to 50%.
50%. Just like the age of all of our factory workers are 50% the age they need to be legally employed in the United States.
Upgrade your business and get the same checkout we get over at Unsubscribe or Bunker.
Sign up for your $1 per month trial period over at shopify.com/unsubpod.
Head over to shopify.com/unsubpod to upgrade your selling today.
Shopify.com/unsubpod.
All lowercase.
Yep. So he ran off with her gun?
He was standing there, so he took her gun, then stole her car. He jumped in the car and closed the door and was about to take off. And that's
with
when
her gun.
With her gun.
Jesus fuck.
And that's when the mail officer comes around the corner.
Did he fucking jumped in the cop car, right?
Yeah, jumped in her cop car, stole her gun, jumped in her car. She ran off. The mail officer comes up and pops the guy in the head.
Grand Theft Auto, dude.
Exactly.
Was the car okay?
Was the car?
I don't know how that that was one of those wild videos where train with your firearm.
We were just talking about the Acorn Cop skit because I love that. I love that.
Can we push for new legislation? I want a new bill for the law because I was talking with Rich about this earlier. So retired law enforcement officers and law enforcement officers can essentially they have constitutional carry regardless of state laws.
If they're in for, I think it's 10 years.
My understanding is it's House Resolution Bill 218, HR 218, and it allows officers that retire in good standing to carry firearms. And if you retire, all you have to do is get a HR 218 card from your department or any department that validates that annually. And that allows you to carry across state lines concealed on federal property.
Have you seen the new one?
That's the Law Enforcement Officer Safety Act, I think.
It was started by Bush, enforced and then added to by Obama. I know. And then and now I think it's getting more legs too.
Did you see the new one?
No.
The new one I think it's part of the budget thing where they're talking about like national reciprocity for former law enforcement.
Is there like is it HR 218 where they have to qualify and get recertified every year, or what's the deal with it?
I don't know. I'm not.
Get on with it, Congressman.
That's what I was saying.
No, former, past, almost.
Future?
Don't do that to me, Richard.
Obviously, I want just constitutional carry everywhere, but it seems like a more feasible step, more achievable to get the same thing for veterans.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
See, I'm in Florida right now. What are the laws like that with that?
I don't know. It's state by state. So, to give you an example, I live in Iowa. I'm 32 miles from the Minnesota border.
Gotcha.
I have a CCW for the state of Iowa because I got it before they had constitutional carry. But now, if you're in the state of Iowa and you can legally own a gun, you can just carry it.
Gotcha.
Those are the rules. We have constitutional carry.
It's all Texas is also.
I'm also, but I have a CCW license. I went and did the little test or whatever and got the license.
Yeah.
I can drive 33 miles from my house, and if I have my gun on me in the state of Minnesota, it's illegal.
Damn. Okay.
For real?
See, I think they got rid of CCWs in
in
Florida. You don't need one now or something like that.
A lot of states are doing that.
Yeah, I had that before.
But it's just crazy that you can get licensed to carry a gun in one state, cross an imaginary line, and then you're committing a law that will put you in prison.
It's like, what the fuck? Yeah.
It's like there was that the case of the woman who legally owned a firearm, had it in her car, and basically took a wrong turn, went through a turnpike in New Jersey.
Oh shit!
And because she was carrying hollow points, she got tacked on a bunch of extra charges.
Wait, the round? They actually have it where
I think so. I want to say that's correct. I could be making this completely. I could.
Is that they say that because what hollow points would be like in your body? It's more dangerous than a.
It's stopping.
It's more dangerous.
Actually, I thought it was more safe.
It's more dangerous to who you're shooting, but that's the whole point with hollow points. That you should carry in a concealed carry because you want the bullet to stop in the person you're shooting at and not go through them and hit more people.
Yeah.
In New Jersey, it is illegal to possess hollow point ammunition, and it's classified as a 4th-degree crime, punishable by up to 18 months in prison.
What the fuck?
That's insane.
Dude. Wow. I never knew that law before. Holy shit! See, that's what's terrifying. We are gun guys. Would have never known that.
More unsafe.
Yeah,
dramatically more unsafe.
We would armor piercing or full metal jackets just punch through people.
They tried to get Kyle Rittenhouse in trouble for that when they were going through his court case because the lawyer was like, "Well, how come you used full metal jacket 5.56 rounds and not hollow points?" I didn't even know they made hollow points for 5.56. Apparently they do, but
they're not exactly popular.
They were trying to get him in trouble for not using hollow points. For that reason, because they are in fact safer to use.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't pass through somebody and hit an innocent bystander.
Yeah, the more energy that can be absorbed by what you're trying to hit, the better.
Yeah.
I did not know.
That's what I thought. I thought the hollow points were the safer one. But because of the life-threatening thing to that person, is that why? That's a law? It's almost I would think it'd be more dangerous if it goes through.
It is for innocent bystanders, but like it's a weird thing. So like hollow points are illegal in warfare.
Yeah.
Like hollow points are a war crime because they do additional tissue damage because you're absorbing more energy. So like it's a war crime because the wounds are harder to treat or whatever.
So they treat it as more dangerous,
I'm
saying, because of that.
But yeah, no, in like a self-defense situation, like if Cody attacks me and I want to shoot Cody, but Brandon's standing behind him, it's better to shoot hollow points because I don't want to shoot Brandon.
Thanks,
you know what I mean? Like
the people that make the laws are just fucking retarded. They watch too many action movies. Same thing with suppressors. Yeah.
Suppressors,
dude, like fucking suppressors are just,
I saw a video on that where
just for hearing loss. Like that's basically it. They don't sound like.
No, I was gonna say I saw a video on that where it's like, oh, if there was realistic suppressor sounds in John Wick and stuff like that, and I was like, oh damn, so it sounds way different.
Look at the Untraceable Firearms Act. I think that's what it's called. Vague recollection of the actual details of it, but basically, it was making it illegal for there to be a gun that can pass through like a metal detector because they were worried about there was some stupid movie in the fucking 80s that had
it was Die Hard.
Was it Die Hard?
It was Die Hard because they all carry Berettas in Die Hard, and the bad guy had a Glock, and he's like, yeah, it's a ceramic pistol that can go through metal detectors.
It was a ceramic fucking gun.
Fuck no.
Yeah,
but there was. They passed a bill basically saying that you can't have a certain thing, and now they're trying to apply it to 3D printing. But what most people don't know is even with 3D printed firearms, you're still having to use real metal fucking gun parts. Like a 3D printed Glock still has a fucking Glock slide, a steel barrel, like it's
firing pin.
Yeah, it's
bullets,
which notoriously metal.
Hard to slip those by.
Yeah, it's a bunch of people that are in charge of writing the law who are ignorant of what they are legislating, which I can only imagine. I get upset when this happens in the firearm space. I can only imagine this applies to every other field of expertise.
That's the crazy thing. It necessarily doesn't. You want to know who writes the National Electric Code? Electricians and electrical engineers.
Oh.
The government says, hey, form a board and committee of electricians and have like 10 of them, and then you guys can all argue and determine what's safe and what isn't, and then you'll write the National Electric Code. That's how that shit gets done. They just refer to experts.
Yeah.
Well, that's how it should be done, but you have legislation like, for example, like cryptocurrency is being regulated by people who are 82 years old and don't know how to use a fucking Roomba.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like that Facebook, watching the Facebook.
The Zuckerberg thing.
Oh, dude, that was brutal watching that.
So does the Facebook have access to my Wi-Fi?
Oh,
yes. If you're connected to your Wi-Fi, sir. Like you just uncovered something crazy. Yeah, if you put gas in the car, there's gas in the car, you fucking idiot. They're like,
Mr. Zuckerberg, who shit my pants?
Who is the congressman that legitimately asked an admiral if we put too many American troops on Guam, it'll flip it over?
You're talking about Hank from Atlanta.
Yep.
Can't remember his last name. Hank something. Did you ever hear this one?
No, not Hank from Atlanta.
He asked a Navy admiral, if we put too many people, too many soldiers and sailors on Guam, will it tip the island
Hank
over?
Johnson.
Will it capsize the island?
Because they float.
Yeah.
And the admiral, like, you can see him like sweating because he's trying to like reply in a way that isn't calling him a fucking moron.
Picture Hank walking to the edge. He's like, we got to move. He's just paddling in the fucking beach.
Dude, he has said so much dumb shit the past fucking 20 years. I have no idea how he's an elected official. It is so insane.
Brandon, how is that a possibility for somebody?
Like,
how does he continue to get re-upped?
The one thing I have learned about DC for sure is that just being around those people, don't get me wrong, there's some really great people like Eli Crane, Chip Roy, like there's some really, really good characters there. But I always had this thought that like, oh, everybody's got to be there for a reason. Like you're talking about the best of the best. Like these people have, they've really made it. They've done this. They've done that. Yeah. They're half functionally retarded. Most of the people there, I wouldn't trust to have a fucking driver's license.
That's a wild.
What's that one chick too? The AR-15 weighs as much as a box you would move with.
Maxine.
Maxine Waters.
No. What size of box? There's a lot of questions on that box thing. What? Oh, man. Yeah. Yay. That's
I wish I could add more to the discussion.
No, you're good. Don't worry about it.
Sorry, moving on. You mentioned guns, dude. We
Yeah,
go on
we're
a
like,
tangent.
right. So what is one of your favorite skits that you've done now that you've done hundreds, right?
Yeah, I'm at like 140, I think, on YouTube. Like rebranded, I call it like the TikTok era, and then like rebranded with the YouTube skits, 140 around there. So
Jeez.
I think you were gonna ask what's the favorite.
Mm-hmm. Before that, what was the first one to really?
If the audience was going to go watch one YouTube video to become one of your fans, which one would you recommend?
God, that's hard. Okay, Slasher was. I'm thinking because the math class is
pretty fucking funny.
Notorious. Thank you, dude. Dude, is that what's the part? Because I want to pick
all of it.
You know, fans' brains or like anyone's brain from it. It's fucking. What is it? Is Jimmy?
Dude, no, everything
Jimmy's fucking great.
Just the frustration of the teacher for me.
That's it. Okay, so that's what
you can just tell with the teacher's character. He's so frustrated, and then when he finally breaks through, he's like, "Okay, fuck it, we're rolling with this. Is working. I don't care how inappropriate this is."
Fuck yeah!
No, dude, to know math.
I have to say, math class was the one that put like Instagram, YouTube. That was like, it put it on the map. The horror movie one was fucking. It's at like 10 million views on YouTube right now.
Because math has 45 right now.
Math is 45, but again, this is all different. So like Instagram, you know, I make way more views on than like a YouTube long form or whatever the hell. So 45 math classes that was like the top, and now I don't know. Final Destination's about to beat that shit. I don't even know. I kind of wanted math class to be like the prime because they wanted to do a book on it. So we did. Shout out Viva Editions because they told me that
they wanted to do a book.
They want to do a book, so we're doing. It's going to be a math workbook. It's called School of Scum Presents Math Class, and he was like, "Let's do. You're the teacher, the character, right? Yeah. We write that out. And we're going to do 100 questions of just the most diabolical, sadistic shit. At least what they let me get away with. So they're awesome for that.
Is this going to be added to like homeschool curriculum? And
this is and it's going to. It's going to be Amazon. Where are we going? Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, all that shit.
That's fucking neat.
Yeah, it's dope. Cool, I thought it was a cool idea, but you know, again, I didn't know I was going that way. And then when I got the cover back and all that shit, I was like, oh, I see it now. I didn't see it at first. I was like, okay, whatever.
What happens when some kid picks it up off the shelves? It's like, Mom, math.
Yeah, no, it's dude. Well, no, that's the thing. They were like, no, we got to make sure they know, like on the cover, vulgar arithmetic for adults or whatever the hell, because like. I guess they can't let it go on the bookshelves if they don't have some sort of warning.
Okay, we're gonna watch this because I've actually it's 30 seconds. So let's figure something. But I haven't seen this one.
It's so good. I don't know how I made that shit look like that. That's awesome. That's awesome. So
that train looked really good.
That train was, dude, I don't know how the hell I did that. I remember looking at it after and I was like, holy fuck. Okay.
You're actually proud of yourself. Yeah. Like, I'm so proud.
Thank you so much. I feel Thank you. Seriously.
Jesus. I'm right.
So that's the thing. I was going to ask, like, what got you guys, like, if you saw one video first, what was it? It was math class probably or something?
Math
like,
class for me.
I think math class is
nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, this is a math class.
I never know now because I have different, I look at it as like different universes. Like I'll do like the John Wick shit, and then I'll do the student shit, the classroom stuff.
The John Wick shit?
The John Wick shit. Yeah, what guys think about. So what guys think about part
I didn't know that was
1,
you.
2. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do that. So I'll do like the action shit, like the shower one was the most recent one where it was like all action, whatever the fuck. And yeah, so I kind of go into different like, it's the classroom, it's the John Wick, and now the horror stuff is going pretty nuts. So we're doing all that.
Dude.
But yeah, I just filmed one with my cousin. That's going to be dope. I like that. We're doing the Friday the 13th one. Because you know the slasher movie? The slasher movie one went fucking nuts. X, it hit like 60 million views. Someone reposted it. It hit like 60 million views. That brought everyone over to the YouTube, all that shit. And I said, we got to keep going with the horror stuff. So
that's really good.
Do that.
You did really. I mean, the VFX. I just noticed the VFX on the train did really good. Good job, man.
Yeah, dude,
like I'm actually,
so
I'm like looking at the
really
VFX. You did just a regular roto, or did you just do a circle mask?
Dude,
it looks like a circle mask.
It's so funny. So, God, should I bring?
Sorry,
I was
nerd shit,
contemplating
sorry.
on like bringing it up or not. Dude, I do all my shit in CapCut. All
You did
my
that in
shit.
CapCut?
Bro, I do all of it. I'm like a CapCut fucking genius. I film on my phone. It's fucking. That's all I do.
Oh, hello.
What is that?
You mean my ass?
That's nice too, but I was talking about the jeans.
Oh, you mean my true classic jeans?
They look form-fitting.
Well, Eli, they're the most comfortable, best fitting jeans I've ever worn in my life.
By the way, your arms are looking jacked right now.
They're made to look good on the most important areas for a man, like their arms and chest.
Can it help me in all departments?
No.
It seems they have something for everyone, Cody.
Yeah, not only do they have casual wear, they have active wear and cold weather wear.
You mean like fleece hoodies, jeans, button-ups, stuff like that?
Yeah, you can basically build an entire wardrobe in 5 minutes from their website.
Yo, True Classic, not gonna lie, we put in a lot of effort in the materials we use. If y'all want to work together, make some unsub True Classic stuff happen, we would love this level of material going out to the community. These are super, super nice.
I've actually been wearing the jeans for about a year now, and they are my favorite jeans. I have several pairs of them.
Over at True Classic, you can mix up any kind of clothing you want, whether that's shirts, shorts, long sleeve, and customize the wardrobe to fit you.
With a 100% perfect fit guarantee with easy returns.
And free shipping?
Free shipping!
Whether you're bundling up for the cold or getting ready for the spring, level up your style with clothes that actually fit right.
Just head on over to trueclassic.com/unsub to save and look cool as fuck.
For a surprise discount, use code unsub over at trueclassic.com.
You did all of that, the
On CapCut.
train and everything on.
That sound effects, all that shit.
Way
I just,
more.
Wow.
If you see the edit, like I go into that video, you're gonna see everything, sound, all that shit. But it's crazy because it's not DaVinci Resolve. It's not.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm like, well, you psychopath.
Dude, it's
that
nuts.
might be why it takes 5 days. Also,
Oh yeah, true.
You're like,
I'm also like, not, yeah, I'm like trying
with your fingers, just
Yeah.
trying to slowly move
Dude,
something.
it's so
Careful,
bad.
SpongeBob.
Would you ever consider like handing that over to an editor in the future?
Oh god, I thought about this because it's like so hard. It's so hard to like because it's all about like comedic timing. Like, would they have my timing on point? Like, I don't know. I'm bad with that, dude. I'm bad to like hand it over to someone, but maybe I'm thinking doing that. Maybe if I do a long form, do it, but like the skits, I just have down to a T with the timing and shit. I don't want anyone to fuck that up.
You'd have to find a very specific person for it. It is,
Yeah.
you can find people or teach them how to do that styling and editing. Because
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
assuming you shoot everything in your head also. You don't do any.
I write. No, I do. Well, I do
Or do you
notes.
storyboard?
I do like a shot by shot thing. So I'll be like shot one. And
Shot-
I'm like,
so shot list,
shot
angles
list.
or-
Exactly. Angles, all that shit. I'll like put into it. Before it used to be, again, TikTok era was like improvised fucking shit. And then I
hard
realized
in post.
you gotta fucking, if you're gonna have any sort of structure to it, you kind of need to write it. You gotta edit it. And
You're the only short form creator I think
Yeah.
I've ever met who actually treats this like an actual like project.
yeah, dude.
Like with the storyboarding.
That's
and
the
everything.
thing,
I've
though,
never
dude.
seen
Is
that.
like I was never, and I got told because we were gonna go down the road of like stand up and live, and I'm not saying that would be pretty fucking awesome. The thing is that I was so into film, acting, writing that I was like, this is what I like doing. I like taking 30 minutes on a shot if I have to. You know, I'm like, okay, let's hit this. I'll do fucking 10 takes of this, throwing something or saying something, whatever it is. So every shot is like kind of pristine and perfect. Even like I was filming the Jason one in Arizona, and like my cousin was like, dude, you are fucking OCD as shit with this. Cause I'm like running the line over and over again. I was like, no, that's not it. Gotta hit the delivery, gotta hit everything like that. So I like more of the film aspect of it than like, oh, you should go on stage and do stand-up, you know? But even though stand-up would be dope to write.
Is that what you would do? Because you mentioned some of the live stuff. Or are you thinking about doing like stand-up comedy kind of stuff? Or like what's your plan?
It's hard because I was kind of talking to them about
Ben. He was talking to Ben.
Yeah, no, we were talking about it a little bit before.
Yeah, those guys are awesome, and I know they're more into that comedy touring like space, or at least Ben is. And I was going to do like it didn't have to be stand up. They were like, you can do kind of anything. We can get a projector behind you with like a mic and do like some teacher kind of thing or whatever the fuck. Like take a character, flesh it out for a live show or whatever the fuck. After that, I didn't go down that route. I don't know what it was. I just kept wanting to grind. Like that was when I was still at my job. I'm like, dude, I just need like some sort of stability where I can quit. I'm only focusing on this, and maybe we'll go down that road, you know, in the future.
So did you have like a dollar amount per month that you wanted to make before you quit your job? Or
yeah,
what was
dude, I was literally like, bro, let me get $4,000 a month. I don't even give a shit. Like, give me something that I can like live on, and I'll quit my job and move the hell out. And I was thinking about this. I'm like, I want to use the room still. Like if I moved out, I still want to use that room. But again, thinking like end game shit, I just want film, TV, something in that space. Put me on a writer's table. Like that's all I give a shit about.
I would love.
I need to talk to this guy.
Well, we can do a lot because it's coming from the Freddie Wong Rocket Jump corridor.
Yeah,
that space and doing that style of content.
Yeah,
is a blast.
Did like a Chappelle show.
I was thinking, when you told me about the action stuff, I was like, we're like, oh, we got to film something, dude. I could see something crazy, bro. With all the stuff you guys have, like location, maybe really good location.
I'm still just stuck on the idea of you being like in this aircraft hangar style warehouse. Mm-hmm. Where you've perfectly recreated the bedroom at your mother's house.
Yeah.
It's just on a soundstage. You're like, no, it has to be the same door.
Yeah, it needs to be the same door. Old faithful. If you really pause it, you can see like some shots, like the doorknob's completely taken out of it and shit. It's just a fucking wooden door. But
dude, that could be your live show format. Like think of like Chappelle Show, like how Chappelle Show filmed. He was there live with the mic, and he had a couple of jokes in between, showing skits on the projector. So if you had like 10 skits that you had already flushed out that you never released, that you could only see at the live show, and then you had your 2 to 3 minute speaking comedy bits beforehand.
That's what they were telling me.
That's what Steve-O did. Steve-O did the same thing.
I feel like that's the same thing, even though Key and Peele was the show, but Key and Peele did that kind of like you see the skit, and then they do that like on stage with the audience and shit. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, I forgot. You were probably too young for Chappelle's version of that.
Chappelle, back when he was like in his prime and shit. Yeah,
so good.
But,
Here's me shitting in slow motion. It's just him launching off the toilet.
Would you guys say you're more into like stand-up or like film, TV with that stuff?
I'm a film guy.
Like when it comes to comedy, I guess.
Like consuming content?
Yeah, if you're consuming comedy, is it film, TV, or stand-up? I was gonna say social media, but not.
I'd say 50-50.
50-50, got you. Kill Tony.
Yeah.
Kill Tony.
If it's good, it's good.
I think
we performed in Austin where Kill Tony used to film, right?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Vulcan.
Yeah, the Vulcan was.
Did he really used to perform there?
Yeah, that's where he used to. That's where Kill Tony was until the mothership opened up, I believe.
No shit, I did not know that. Huh.
Yeah. And I love stand-up. Stand-up's awesome, but I just don't. I have like a respect for. It's a different form. Have you seen stand-up comedians?
It's terrifying.
It's crazy. But have you seen comedians in? I'm not going to name any names, but comedians in film and TV, where it's like sometimes some are really good actors, some will kill a character, make it perfect, whatever the fuck. And I'm thinking of
like Tires.
Yeah, like Shane Gillis.
Exactly. So like I like that shit. I just think that sometimes, again, not to name anyone, but I see the stand-up comedian go in film, and I'm like. Is he just being himself? Is he running lines? Like, you know what I mean? The stand-up stuff versus being the actor or playing a character or something like that.
It's like Bill Burr did a really good job in Star Wars or Mandalorian. His Mando, like, you didn't even realize that was Bill Burr.
No, dude, I like.
Turns out there's a Space Boston.
He's like the mercenary or whatever. Plays a complete hard ass. Funny.
I like that. Like playing characters or doing something like that instead of just like, oh, let's put this comedian in here and like run a couple lines and that's it. You know, so.
Stand-up's the one thing.
But I terrifying. Again, though, that's the thing. On the other end, stand-up's fucking amazing. Insanely hard to do. I respect it in that way. But again, I love that like film shit, dude. Setting up the shot, getting everything ready, and writing it out, you know. But, yeah.
So we've talked in the past, too, about doing something where each one of us has like a 3 or 5 minute set.
Yeah,
just to see how that would not public at first, just like a little bitty thing.
Dude, even that's like so scary.
I
was thinking about that. I'm like,
dude.
fuck. You guys did the podcast live.
Yeah.
So how does that feel to just be on the stage?
Careful
with the
careful,
mic?
SpongeBob. Careful, SpongeBob. There's no editor to take it out there.
Yeah, that's. I mean, you're just like, we gotta be careful. Well, kind of careful.
The amount
It's
of
our
times
audience.
Brandon has to say, "Stop pulling your phones out, or we're not going to be funny."
That's my thing. Like, the more phones I see, the less funny we can be.
But the audience is amazing because you have that instant feedback. And then when we would go to other shows, and it's not knocking on them, it's just you see the creative difference where you have your who's the guys you went and seen live story format? Mr. Ballin. And it's because that is for an hour story where you're just sitting there. They're going to talk for an hour. You're not there for this like comedy interaction. It's just, I'm going to listen and I'll be happy and I leave. Versus our audience, it's
I feel like there wouldn't, like if I did a Fat Electrician video live, there's some jokes, but like if I did a serious Fat Electrician video where there wasn't any jokes, it'd be awkward to just stand there to a room of 500 people with no feedback the entire time.
Imagine 1,200 and you're just like,
man, how am I doing right now? Nobody's making any noise. Okay.
Yeah, that's what Ballin did, man. Because I've been to two of his so far. I went to one in Austin. I went to one down here. It's him just telling like one of his most famous stories for an hour and a half. Like, that's scary as shit.
That would be scary to me. Yeah.
Nuts, dude. I was thinking of writing it because I've been writing. I have like a draft of whatever the hell I was thinking of for the live show because I was like, oh, okay, let's do it, or let's at least try it. And writing it is the only thing I actually give a shit about when I get it. And then I'm like, okay, we got to hit that. But again, I'm very like OCD with like, did I say that right? Did I deliver that right? And I just hate that. Would trip me up on stage, but I would have to get over it. But
the more you
it's
do
a
it,
scary fucking thing.
Well, the more
I
you do
respect
it,
the
like,
hell out of it, though.
Thankfully, we started for W. Ben. Like, they really set us up for success. It's like, hey, you're gonna start at like 400 to 500 seat venues, and then you jump up to the next one,
and you start seeing bigger and bigger.
And then you're like, okay, and like the end of this year, we're doing like 2,000 seat venues. And that's gonna be absolutely.
Did you guys have a thing with like translating it into sales? Like, did you guys have like an issue with that, or like, oh, are we gonna actually get seats? Like, that's my big worry is like promoting it, marketing it, and then
that finding that conversion. We know we have, and that's part of building that community or that following. How are they going? How loyal are they? Are they wanting to show up?
Exactly.
And vice versa, how loyal are you to your community?
We had people flying in from the UK and Canada.
That's insane.
Which
and you wouldn't believe
crazy
that, right? You wouldn't believe that. You're like, oh,
they say that, we're like, oh, wow, I better be funny. You sat on a plane for 14 hours to hear me make a joke. No pressure.
There's several people that came to multiple live shows, and I'm just like, fucking why?
Yeah.
I don't think we're that great.
Yeah, we didn't even really have a set script. Eli set up a general guideline, and then we just fucking flew by the seat of our pants through all of it.
Yep.
But it did get easier every time, though. I will say that.
Yeah.
That was
alcohol.
The first time or two.
There were certain things you couldn't say, couldn't do, or whatever. Oh, it was a little. No, it was good actually because they told me the same thing. They were like, "Dude, you can do whatever you want," and I was like,
"You can."
We did the tier list, dude. It was.
What was it called? S tier,
top to bottom tier list.
Somebody said something slightly edgy, and we're like, "Man, Buffalo kind of likes racism," and they all cheered. It was crazy.
We were like, no, don't cheer racism. And they went louder. It's like, God damn it.
Like, stopping this.
It's almost like the audience is in on embarrassing us. It's like, it's funny.
That is dope.
One of the best feelings afterwards, though, like being able to interact with them, hopping like after the show when you go and meet, greet, take photos, but then the high you get after a good show, we're like, holy shit, we go drink.
Boston.
Yeah, do you guys have a spot that you guys love? Boston,
Boston was just it was a little nerve-wracking for us because that was the one that we were going to record for Pepperbox.
Gotcha.
Like, that was the only live show we recorded out of any of the ones that we've done.
Yeah.
And so we were all like, and it was the biggest show of the tour. So we were nervous because it was a huge show. We were nervous because of the recording.
Filmed,
We're having panic attacks in the green room. Like, it was a little rough.
It's like, oh shit.
But in my opinion, it was our best.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome. And you said it was the biggest. How many people again? You guys are like
1,200.
Yeah, but it was like
that's awesome.
It's like a famous theater that a lot of comedians like to have their specials filmed in.
The Wilbur Theater.
Because there's 2 balconies. So it's like an IMAX theater, but you're the
when
screen.
they have that shot of like everyone.
Yeah,
it just looks fucking sick.
It's a wall of people
That's
in front
awesome.
of you. It's
Cody
crazy.
didn't even know about the third balcony until like halfway through the show. We're like, "Hey, Cody, look up," and you're like, "Oh fuck!"
Yeah, dude, I have severe anxiety when I do shit like that.
It's
And
nuts, man.
I think we were in the middle of it, and it's like, Cody, look up there. I was like, oh god,
Yeah.
There's 300 more people. Fuck.
Yeah, and you just can't. I don't want to say bomb because it's different with the podcast, I'm sure, right? Well, no, it's not really.
Well, I
you
mean,
still have your
way
jokes
easier
or like
'cause-
you want to hit certain shit. You
Well,
know?
it's way easier. Like you were saying, like I have so much respect for stand-up comedians because
Yeah.
they're just standing there by themselves,
With a mic,
but
just killing it.
Yeah, having some of your best friends and you can just bounce off of each other.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
Because
made it a lot easier.
if I have a moment where like, because I'll be perfectly candid about it, several times during the live shows, you know, I'm getting super anxious, right? Like where I'm just like, I'm not having a good time, and I'm like, I'm about to go into a panic attack right now in front of 1,000
it's the
people.
same. Yep.
I have 3 or 4 co-hosts who can cover down for me.
That's
And
awesome.
I'm not-
Yeah.
Yeah,
We have
and Rich is basically
And he loves doing anything on stage. So
that's like 3 co-hosts right there.
20%,
awesome.
Rich.
So yeah, you're just ping ponging off at each other. It's like boom, boom, boom.
It makes it
That's
so
awesome.
much easier. Yeah.
It's easier when for your first live show ever, Rich wears a kilt, and then before you even sit down, he stands on top of his chair and moons the entire audience.
I feel like you would be killing it. Yeah, you'd be just out there fucking going nuts. That's awesome.
He showed his fucking brown eye to everyone. Dude.
brown web.
So with all your content that you've done, what was the first one where you got like, what's the most pushback you got, or how do you handle that first time where you're like, fuck, I said retard, or
Dude, I don't think I've had push. That's what's so crazy about my shit. I have not had someone, except for like the compilations I'll see, because there'll be random people that see the video that aren't like huge fans or whatever the hell. So they'll see it and maybe comment. But my people, I'm not saying to do it, but they go off on them. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, okay, then just scroll the fuck away. You
I'm
know what
saying
I mean?
to
Like,
do it.
and I'm like, oh, damn. So they're awesome.
audience.
And I think I built that for some reason before getting backlash. I don't know what it was. Like, I feel like I have more of a fan base than I do have people that hate or something.
You've tapped into the right part of the audience.
There you
know,
go.
that-
There you go. And I think
the algorithm, the racist algorithm, and the algorithm that shows those really like hateful against fat people comments and like all those. Yeah.
A big thing was the this is before the Kanye stuff, but the Kanye mask that I had, and it's literally a Kanye mask. This is back when I was doing like, I was trying to be more edgy and offensive, whatever the hell, but it wasn't intended. I don't know if we'll talk about it. But yeah, edit that shit.
Go for it.
I was gonna bring up like blackface and shit. Cut that out. But
that's
he's like,
nothing.
No, let's talk about it. He's like,
nothing.
It's really not bad.
Yeah, that's this one. You're good. Like we make the jokes where it's like it's jokes. You're doing comedy,
but it wasn't even about that shit. And
was
then
it just on a Tuesday or where?
It was. I said I got the mask. I'm gonna do it, and I was like, "Is that blackface?" And then I was like, "Is it not? Is it Robert Downey Jr. Tropic Thunder shit?"
But I think that's what.
I fucking love that movie. By the way,
I still think I hate that the most. So it's even the. You shouldn't be afraid to wear a fucking mask.
Exactly
That's
how
what's-
I felt though when I was making it. I didn't think like, "Oh shit."
Unless it's white and pointy, then maybe like
not
reel
a
it
good
back.
mask.
We had
it's a
such
hat.
a big period of time there when you just couldn't like make
funny.
jokes. Oh yeah, be funny.
Yeah.
What it started a little bit around the time The Hangover came out.
Yep.
And then like comedy just kind of fucking died until recently.
Where would you say it died? Because I was thinking about that.
I think
Where
it's
would you
around
say-
that time, dude.
We always said like right at
'Cause-
The Hangover.
Because I
was
think
the end of it.
yeah, Tropic Thunder. I think it was right before.
Tropic Thunder was
2008.
2008. Yep.
I think 2013, 14, 15. I think 15, 16 is when it really started. Like you just started getting
Yeah,
canceled.
when
for
did
anything.
SNL quit being funny?
When
Dude,
Norm
SNL
Macdonald
was
left.
amazing.
Yeah, so when John Candy
Yo,
died.
like the Adam Sandlers
sorry.
and shit. Like, you know what I mean? All their group,
Chris
all that
Farley.
shit.
Yeah, Farley.
Chris
That's what I was
Farley's
thinking
so
of.
funny.
I saw Adam Sandler live and he did the whole like Chris Farley tribute. That was really dope. But he was doing like I guess he had a song for him. And it's like all like funny and shit. And then you just leave everyone with like, they're in tears walking out. I'm like, fuck, dude, that was like such a downer. But he was amazing and shit. So
You saw that live?
I saw him live. It was in an arena. He does like a live like music comedy special. It's like weird. Like he does like, he'll grab the guitar, start singing funny tunes and shit, Adam Sandler. And then he did a projector at the end of Chris Farley and like the montage of him and like doing a song for him. So it was funny as shit. And then he hit the Chris Farley shit. And I was like, oh,
My
started
soul.
freaking tearing up.
So that's awesome. You've never got
on YouTube.
I never, the backlash.
Pepperbox, there we go.
I think there was a time where I like stopped doing like edgy. I didn't need to do it so much, except for like the school shit was known for that, right? Like the school shooter and the freaking. Can I say that?
Yeah.
School. God, you guys are awesome. I'm thinking school shooter.
You still haven't told us your favorite slur.
That's at an hour and 30.
Tyler, Jimmy, that whole thing. Like, I kind of can't like write them out at this point. It's like you're in. I got to keep you in, and like, we'll make more of that shit. So, I want to do it on another level, though, bro. I want to get like, again, this stuff that we were talking about with the location and like trying to like make something really cool. Like, I want to start getting into that. Like,
do you want to try to do like eventually, like as you continue down the path, you want to try to do something like a feature film?
Yeah, of course. Oh my God. But I'm thinking more like, so we went to, in Arizona before I came here, we went to this horror trader thing. I needed like a Jason mask for the skit, all that stuff. So we go there, Terror Trader. That was awesome. They have a spot. He made like a Saw skit. Sorry if I'm not explaining this properly, but I go in, it's fucking Saw, Jigsaw skit, not skit, fucking set. He made this whole like room with Jigsaw and all that shit. I said, dude, that would be sick to record. And I posted a photo on my story about it. I said, dude, I got to come back here and film, but do like a 3-minute thing or something like that. You know what I mean? I want to start getting into more of like short film territory shit where I'm not so like, oh, I got to post a 30-second clip every 2 weeks to like keep getting paid. Like I want to get away from that and start doing more, bigger shit with that.
What's your favorite movies with? Are you action, comedy, horror?
Yeah, I'd say, so I was thinking about this before coming on because I'm thinking Tropic Thunder I brought up. Love Tropic Thunder. I feel like there's different groups. Like you have the Adam Sandler group, right? Their whole, clique. And then you'd have the Seth Rogen clique with like James Franco and Danny McBride and Jonah Hill and all those guys. And then you'd have, there was another one.
Ferrell.
Like the Workaholics, like Adam Devine. Love Adam Devine. Those three. I just feel like there's so many different cliques, and I would love like Ben Stiller, another one. Ben Stiller I haven't heard of until like Severance. When Severance came out, and I was like, dude, I forgot how funny Ben Stiller is. So you got to go back and like watch all that shit. So I don't know if I have a list there's so many greats, but like Tropic Thunder, Eastbound and Down was one of my favorite. I don't know. You watch that? Okay. Danny McBride's like one of my favorites. Yeah, he's awesome.
Vice Principal. I've been watching Vice Principals lately, dude. Yeah. Fucking Goggins.
Do you watch Righteous Gemstones? I know it's not as like funny, but Righteous Gemstones.
No, I haven't watched that.
Shut up,
it's
nerd.
funny, but it's not. Yeah. It's not as. What would you say? Not funny, edgy, or it's not like Eastbound and Down. It's not like Vice Principals, but Righteous Gemstones really good. Adam Devine's in it and shit. So I'm thinking of.
I like
anything else.
The compilation. I've only seen a couple episodes of Righteous Gemstones, but the compilations of Walton Goggins is.
Yeah, dude, he's awesome. Walton Goggins is awesome. Yeah. It's Baby Billy. Dude, I'm thinking of what else. What are your guys' favorites? You got any crazy ones?
Movie wise, I'm more into sci-fi, and I love action comedy. Like
gotcha.
Action comedy, sci-fi. So if it's Live, Die, Repeat, or Edge of Tomorrow.
Gotcha.
Perfect blend of everything.
Because that was like kind of funny here and there. That fucking like they just get offed, and you're like, whoa, what the fuck?
He rolls under the truck. Oh,
yeah.
It's fine. I can watch. Just give me a second.
Yeah,
shoots him in the head.
They got to do more. Like that's the thing. Like I feel like action comedy, but like needs to be
Hot Shots.
I
love those movies.
Like airplane style,
Hot Shots
like
Part 2.
I haven't seen this in forever.
This
old Wesley Nielsen.
Charlie Sheen's being Rambo, and he runs out of a belt, and he just grabs a handful of ammunition and throws it, and you hear bullet noises, and they all fall down. Like stupid shit like that.
They're doing Naked Gun again with Liam Neeson's gonna play
Leslie Nielsen.
Yeah, he's gonna play Leslie Nielsen's character.
I was just gonna say, my aunt was in Naked Gun 2.5. She was like the sex shop owner.
What? No shit.
Like he walks in. Yeah, dude, she was killing it, and then that's what's so horrible about it is that like you're killing your career, you're in Goodfellas, you're doing this and that, and it taught me. I was like, that's possible. That's a fucking. It's not like the teacher telling you like, oh, you could be the president of the United States, and like, there's no weight to that. So when I saw her do all that shit, like when I would grow up, I'm seeing like, okay, this is possible. Acting, entertainment, all that shit.
So she heavily influenced like
it's
some of the stuff you're doing.
Well, I want to put that more on like her sisters, like my mother, my other aunts. Like she was that household name of like. Dude, Gina, hey, you seen Goodfellas? You seen everywhere I'd walk. It'd be like we'd talk to someone. Yeah, you seen Goodfellas? Yeah, my sister was in that. And it's like hell yeah, dude. So growing up,
she passed when you were 3.
3. Yeah, but again, you hear it nonstop, and you watch the movies, and you're like, oh, this is dope. So
we have to do something. Like, I would love for like writing session or just filming a skit all together.
Yeah.
Your brain and how it works. The Halloween stuff. We always do. I mean, we used to do like the Halloween veterans versus
sci-fi.
Horror, sci-fi. And those were a blast to do, but doing something
that would be so dope. I've seen kind of like the Scary Movie stuff. Like when Scary Movie got announced that it was like popping off, I'm like, oh, like the slasher movie did really good. I'm like, let's keep doing the horror stuff, because I thought that was really cool, like to dive down, because that's all action comedy. But I do like to throw in, I want to kind of throw in a little more dialogue with certain shit. The thing is, and again, maybe we'll get into this now, but like keeping people entertained, or keeping people, what's the
engaged,
beats? Like retention beats.
Yeah,
and stuff
retention
like,
beats.
dude. Like I'm thinking, like seriously, when I do the stuff, I'm writing it. Any intro that you fucking think about, any slow dialogue bullshit to start off the skit, cut it.
Yep.
Jump right into the body of it, and just like throw it in their face, and they're like, what the fuck is this? So it's not a whole like, hey, my name's this and my name's that, because then they scroll.
Who are those YouTubers that are doing horror movies? Yeah, with A24.
Love those guys. Oh, dude,
because I heard they understand the YouTube retention beat side of it, so they just jump right the fuck in, and they waste no screen time.
Yeah,
there's no fluff.
Dude, he DM'd me, and I was like, fanning.
No shit.
I was like, dude, I'm geeking right now. Like, this was fucking, you're Ronald McDonald skits, all that shit. So
back in the
I think the slasher one. But dude, that's another thing I told him too, because I was like, I want to move into. They moved completely into feature films.
Yeah, they did.
Talk to me.
They're
Bring
the
her
ones
back.
that did
Bring her
they
back
just dropped or whatever the hell.
Is it out yet?
I think they dropped it like a premiere or whatever. I don't know if it's like out in theaters yet, but
it's so Creepcast actually just got sponsored by A24 to do an episode on it. It was for the new movie Bring Her Back. Same guys
they're awesome.
They rolled that out.
They are fantastic.
The way they can jump from like that career with like YouTube and then like get heavily into the feature film shit. That's what I envy. I look at that and I'm like, that's fucking awesome.
Now that I think about it, like your content's kind of similar. What they used to do versus what you do now. Is there any sort of like inspiration on that?
I'm trying to think of who I had inspiration from. Like, I'd say that early everyone says Filthy Frank. Filthy Frank they hit me with. And
Grammy winner Filthy Frank.
That's what I'm saying, dude. It's so weird. The switch up is so weird. But yeah, Filthy Frank, Racka. I'm trying to think of anyone else. Like all the selfie skit. Remember everyone used to do like the selfie videos? You ever see Dying by Evan Breen, LA Turtle, the blonde hair?
No.
I swear you guys have seen this. But if you look at it, Dying by, if you can look that up. But dude, that guy was awesome. I mean, like stoner comedy kind of.
Everyone.
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah, dude.
No.
So I don't know what he's doing right now. Oh, you got
video. You've probably seen his
But it's just like the dumbest shit. And I'm sure it's like improvised, most of it. Like just putting the camera up, no character switches. When it was that raw and people were just doing that, like that was how I started out. Because I'm like, oh, maybe that's the way to do it. And then I realized, like, let me start hitting more like dope shots and like try to work on angles and all that. There was a time I did that, like went from handheld, and then I said, okay, let me work with my tripod and like fucking figure it all out. But then it just gets better and better. So
it's hard doing. I mean, it's that Tarantino does some of the best writing.
Like his screenplays and shit.
Dude, everything, and how he hooks you with dialogue, and you're finding that nice balance of like, hey, here's action, but here's dialogue. We gotta also
hit the dialogue and shit like that. Yeah.
Because that's how you do your school skits. That would be extremely difficult.
Which is not, I look at that and I'm like, dude, the math class, let's say it's all dialogue, and then you have, okay, that pops off, 45 million, whatever. Then you have the action comedy, that pops off. And I'm like, now we can just kind of like do different shit in their own different little universe. Okay, I'm going to do my math class stuff. And then I'm going to do we can hit all of that. But I would like to do something where it's a bigger short film-esque kind
Do you
of
have
thing.
any plans to do that right now? Like any projects you're working on that you want to get started on?
Other than, I was just writing stuff, but that's it. Like stupid writing, just like in the notes and being like, okay, what could be we flesh it out and it's a huge short film or something. But yeah, definitely that's the direction I want to go for sure. Right now it's just the book and just killing YouTube, trying to just keep bringing up YouTube.
I know it's even Brandon, like you got into it. Your old skits even show that, or old videos where you did Evil Dead.
Yeah,
like,
we did the COVID series where we did like the whole. It was like a plot before my regular videos where our intro skits were like this running joke of me being stuck in COVID lockdowns, and like recreating like scenes from Evil Dead and like going shot for shot, with different parts of the movie and whatnot. I kind of miss some of that stuff because it was really fun.
So fun.
I don't make any more money on it or anything. There's no financial incentive. It's not going to reach more people, whatever. But to me, it's love of the fucking game. Like I think that shit's cool.
That's what I'm having the problem with is like trying to balance that out, like making sure we're getting paid, but also don't switch up on the fans.
I think you have to do it in Brandon's style where it is like, hey, I'll start it with this way, but then you have to find that slow thing because it is why like Rocket Jump or any of those, you will not have a sustainable income doing shorts, especially anything under 8 minutes. And doing action for 8 minutes that's a minimum nuts, a month of
look
work.
Think of Tiny Guns.
Seconds, like what the hell?
Tiny Guns 3.
Dude, I saw. Wait, was that?
Yeah,
you guys and shit. That was awesome. Holy shit! I thought you were talking about something else for a second. Then I'm like, I remember watching. How long was that? That was like 9.
That was
10 minutes. 10 minutes?
Yeah, 10 minutes. 2 months, 3 months of like prepping
it,
getting it. 3 days of filming, and then editing was a month, 2 weeks to a month.
But to do that whole production in, it was like 2-ish days, right? Of just 2 full,
2 full days, and then a half day of pickup shots.
Gotcha.
I think that was really efficient.
Oh, dude, that
looked really fucking good.
What we accomplished in 2 days, that would have been a normal, a normal set. 2 weeks of filming, probably, because we were just crushing shots.
But even still, the amount of money that you spend on a production like that, there's no way that Corridor made their money back.
No. That's what you sent me, the Tiny Guns thing, right? And that's awesome.
40 grand, like you're looking at no matter what, that was probably about 40 grand, give or take, with everything, because you're paying for travel. And we didn't, and that was buddy discounts because we weren't paying the actors; they were just part of it.
We all just did it for free.
What about like cameras and shit? Are you guys using like some crazy stuff?
We all have. I mean, we
already owned it all.
There you go.
They were running red cameras, though. I think, right?
Yeah, they had.
That is sick.
They had the red and the DJI 4D. So for any of the moving sequences, so you had two $10,000 to $30,000 cameras and pulling focus, but a drone. But everything else is the squibs. The guns. Thankfully, we have everyone knows how to do action, which is the hardest fucking thing. Have you worked with any actors and tried to get them to do action without?
My cousin, yeah. Fucking, it's choreography, all that shit. Fucking nuts. But
just get hit.
So fun. Yeah.
No, don't look retarded when you get hit. Don't hit the fucking lens.
All of us grew up on Live Leak.
You're doing like 15 takes. You're like, bro, come on. Getting whiplash from fucking knocking your head back if you get shot.
Dude, poor Zach had the hilarious. We had him cut around his because when it's like, okay, you die, Zach. He dies and he just eyeballs the camera, goes like this, and he slides. I'm like, Zach, don't look at the camera though next time. He's like, he got so nervous, which is hard if you've never been in front and then you have everyone staring at you for a shot. You're like, I'm gonna fuck this up.
No pressure.
I'm gonna fuck this up.
It kind of blows my mind now, like working with people who don't do stuff on camera, how nervous they get when there's a camera on them.
Yeah,
like they'll recite it perfectly, like everything will go good. You turn the camera on, and then they freak the fuck out.
That's how. Yeah, I don't know if I got this about. That's how I felt like with this.
Yeah,
fucking like I've never been in the scenario, and then when you kind of in the hot seat, you're like, oh fuck. Like it's different when I'm in my room and I'm just like,
these deep questions. Put the thought bubble above his head, and the N-word starts spelling.
A couple letters and then backspace. A couple different letters.
Just guessing. But dude, it's so different when you're just like, how many people do you have on that? The Tiny Guns thing.
Oh man, that was probably 20, 30
people.
Yeah, dude, it's so different when it's like, I mean, I'm comfortable with my cousins, friends, whatever, but like, yeah, when you have all their people, maybe you don't know them that well, that, it's the same thing. You get that like, oh fuck, I can't hit that right, you know?
Gotta do it again.
Yeah,
you get
again.
I was gonna say sorry if it took me a minute to get my lines. I was having a fucking heat stroke.
Oh, you did great.
You were wearing German wool in Texas in summer.
Yeah, so I was a Nazi, so it's like German, like an actual German wool uniform.
Yeah,
just standing there, like trying to get my lines right, man.
Fuck.
We sat him down for that shot. He was supposed to like stand up and do something.
Yeah.
And Cody's falling out because it's 120 degrees and he is in wool. So we're
he's
like,
over
Cody,
here.
just sit on the ground. He's like, and it worked perfectly.
Cody's over here talking to relatives that died 4 years ago.
Real quick, I have to piss so bad.
Go for it, brother.
Good.
No, we're gonna judge you while you're gone.
Hey, dude, A24 does the best. They are hands down the best movie house right now.
Because they're not afraid to take risks. They're still doing cool shit.
I think they just did Death of a Unicorn, and I love that movie.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's so funny. It's just there's no fat on it.
That Paul Rudd?
It's just Paul Rudd and his daughter in a car. They mom passed away or whatever. Father and daughter don't get along. It's like 2 minutes of dialogue. They hit a unicorn with their car, and then it just goes off on this crazy fucking adventure about like the medical industry trying to grind up the unicorn horn so people can live forever. And like there's curses. It's action the entire movie, and then it's over. You're like, what the fuck did I just watch?
I kind of like
cool.
stupid movies like that.
I do too.
It's like the one with Nicolas Cage. What is it, like the
National Treasure,
unbearable weight of massive talent or something like that? I enjoyed it. It's just him and Pedro Pascal being fucking retarded. But
That was
it's
a
fun.
really good one.
I liked it a lot.
That makes me think of like an Adam Sandler type thing where he calls his buddies up and he's like, "You want to go to Hawaii for a couple months and just like fuck around and ad lib lines and have a good time?"
100%. Which is why he wrote Pedro Pascal as a billionaire on an island or some shit.
Exactly. On like a beautiful island. Nick, can you imagine Nicolas Cage calling up Pedro and he's like, "Hey man, we're gonna fuck off for a couple months. It's gonna be awesome."
Whenever you're done doing that Last of Us shit, let it hit me up.
Nicolas Cage get in trouble for having illegal dinosaur bones or something?
I think there was something like that. Yeah, he tried to import a T-Rex skull.
T-Rex skull or some shit from an auction, and it was stolen, and he had to like give it back after he paid for it. It was something crazy.
Oh, that's lame.
Don't even get me started on Hobby Lobby.
Don't get me started on The Last of Us. Oh.
Dude, the new season. I will say, last season I liked.
Real quick, in 2007, actor Nicolas Cage outbid Leonardo DiCaprio at auction for a 70-million-year-old dinosaur skull for $276,000. However, in 2014, the Department of Homeland Security informed Cage that the Tyrannosaurus skull may have been stolen. In 2015, Cage returned the skull to the Mongolian government.
What?
What?
These are the problems I want to have.
That's a weird.
Did he get reimbursed?
That's how I know we haven't made it yet.
We're not doing shit like
that. Your glass container.
I would have figured 70 million is too old for Leonardo DiCaprio.
Well, do you know what Hobby Lobby is? Like the arts and crafts store?
Yeah.
Like big department store?
Yeah.
So they were always getting in hot water because they're like ultra religious. I forget which sect of Christianity, but like they're closed on Sunday. They have limited hours.
Gotcha.
For whatever reason, everybody gave a shit what they thought about reproductive rights.
Right. So I think they like didn't offer birth control pills or whatever as part of their insurance. So like they made a big deal about it. Well, then like they got busted because the owners were having people go over to like Iraq and smuggle religious artifacts out of the country during the global war on terror.
What?
And they got in a bunch of trouble for it.
Hobby Lobby? What?
Yes.
What's up with all these companies doing this
Hobby
shit?
Lobby was
Win Dixie
smuggling
with the fucking
religious
dead
Christian artifacts out of the Middle East.
Jesus Christ, rich people shit is wild.
Wow. What was the insurance again?
Dead peasant.
There you go.
Beautiful.
So about The Last of Us, what's your opinion on that?
Oh, go on.
Dude,
I hate the new season so much.
Archie's a dad now.
I love. It sucks because I love the
They
game.
wrote that. They wrote that line and I hate it.
Wait, which one? Which
Hold
one?
on, hold on.
I'm a dad now.
I'm sorry. Can I read this
Do you
real
remember the
quick?
handsome line? Oh, you're
Oh,
pretty
here.
handsome.
In
No.
2017,
You remember that?
I didn't
second
see
one?
that. No,
You didn't see the second
I haven't
season
watched
yet?
the
or
second
no?
season
Oh,
yet.
never mind.
I don't
Never mind.
want to.
Did you see the second season?
I'm not
Here,
going
give
to.
Nick this.
In 2017, the U.S. Department of Justice announced that Hobby Lobby had illegally imported thousands of ancient artifacts, primarily from Iraq, and it had to forfeit all of them and pay a $3 million fine. The company purchased over 5,500 artifacts.
You ever sell yarn to bored housewives so good you buy the Ark of the Covenant?
That's your next skit. Indiana Jones has to invade Hobby Lobby HQ to find the Holy Grail.
His butt web, he lowers down.
At the very end of Raiders of the Lost Ark, we're in that big warehouse. It just Hobby Lobby headquarters.
God. Now, so do you want to get into The Last of Us?
Yeah, what
No,
was
I
the
can't.
the handsome? I haven't watched the second season.
Well, we're
The
not going to
line-
spoil anything. I won't spoil.
That's not. I don't think that line where it's like, I'm a dad now. They wrote that, and I was like, oh my.
That's
fuck,
second.
what'd they
That's
do with
second,
this?
right? Is that's second?
Yeah, that's second season.
Not to spoil anything.
Not to spoil anything. Yeah. No, dude, I'm such a big. You guys play the games, of course, right? No. Games are fucking. Maybe you can appreciate the show more then. I don't know, because I feel like the game, like,
it's a
you
classic.
have such a thing that you gotta like hit that I just don't think they're hitting.
It's like the
It's
book
so
is better.
fucking hard.
Same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Well, the first
exactly.
one they stayed. The first one, I think they did a really fantastic job. This one, they just completely threw.
They went
out.
off the rails, bro. with
They
that.
did not figure. The director, did you watch him? It's like how he interpreted the character, and it was just completely wrong. And that's
Yeah.
essentially the problem.
Well,
it's
it's
like,
like-
what do you mean? I thought she was like a teenager, and she's like funny, but
But what's up with like people taking a story that's already fucking amazing and then shitting all over it? I mean, I know that's like
Dude,
everything. But I'm saying like.
I've talked about this
How-
before.
it's so easy
I
to just
hate
do.
the Hollywood people that are like, yeah, I read the book and everybody loved it, but I
Yeah,
really
yeah.
wanted this movie to be about my artistic interpretation
exactly.
of their artwork.
It's pretentious as
that's-
fuck, but
so yeah, pretentious is the exact.
because it's
word.
like they think they know it better, but it's like, dude, you have a story that's like perfect.
Lord of the
Just
Rings.
fucking
You
do
have
it.
you have a story that has already resonated extremely well with a
Yep.
lot of people. Obviously, it hit the correct notes, and now you're trying to change those notes because somehow you know better.
It's nuts. It's the same way with Game of Thrones. But, I hate to say it, I fucking love Game
Imagine
of
if your
Thrones, but-
English teacher rewrote Shakespeare and had
Yeah.
your kids read that instead of Shakespeare. Because they wanted the teacher's artistic interpretation of Shakespeare.
Yeah.
No, just teach the fucking book, idiot.
Asking Cody, fans of Walking Dead? By
Yeah.
any chance or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was
I'm big into zombie lore.
No. Do we want to spoil? No, we can't spoil. Can
God,
we
spoil
spoil?
the fuck out of it, dude.
It's
That shit's
old.
been out for
Spoiler
fucking
alert.
They
It's been out
fucking
for-
killed Carl. I fucking... Dude, I dropped off that show so fast.
Yeah.
I was okay with the Glenn thing. Because it's like, oh, it's in the comics. Okay, do it.
Yeah.
But then Carl, like, where the fuck did that come from? I don't understand that. I get really into this shit. We'll talk, I can talk for hours about show shit.
What I don't understand is that they keep
He's
like
yes.
killing people and bringing shit. I didn't know that show is still going.
Yeah. No,
Or,
dude,
like-
they milked the fuck out of that show. That show
Because they
was-
killed Rick, and then now he's back.
Yeah, it was like
Wait, what?
a kill, but it's not really like everyone thinks he's dead, and then he comes back because he wasn't actually dead.
And then a shoots a helicopter with a crossbow.
Yeah.
And
So-
then,
wait, really?
Yeah, I'm not fucking with you.
Wait,
right
you're not
now.
making.
I'm not. No, that was.
I thought you were
You
making
know,
that joke.
you know what scene I'm talking about,
I
right?
think in later seasons, right?
Yeah.
Or no? Yeah.
They have it.
Yeah,
It's-
a who's incredibly intelligent has a crossbow that can shoot down helicopters, and he kills the helicopter.
Oh,
and then
I know exactly
and then
what you're
Rick
talking
comes back, and then
You were talking about the spinoff though.
is that the
That was
spin-off?
the spinoff. That was like the
Okay.
Rick and Michonne
That was-
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking with you right
Yeah.
now. My son showed it to me a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Dude.
Dad, want to see something gay?
Well, he was. It was funny. We were talking about writing films and stuff. He was like, "Dad, who wrote this shit?" And he's only 16. I'm watching it. I'm like, "John, who wrote this shit?"
This is the new Last of Us. Everyone is in pristine clothes. Every scene
Looks great.
Every scene there
Amazing.
is no weathered clothes. Their makeup's perfect, and they just walked from Utah to Seattle.
Yep.
And they're like, oh, okay, we're good. And it is just the most disorganized. They destroyed the characters or
Yeah.
how the characters are supposed to be. And it's amazing watching that show fail after season 1 was 8s and 9s. And this
Yeah.
season was 8, 9, and then everything's been like 6.
Yeah.
It's dying.
You get
Sucks.
these big media entities, these big corporate conglomerates like fucking HBO giant.
Don't get me started on Brad Pitt's zombie movie.
Are you straight up like we're going straight into World War Z right now?
Did you like World War Z? or-
I feel you
I
just
liked it, but I
stemming
didn't
over
read the
here.
books like him. So
You don't fuck with World War Z? No.
I have an entire tattoo sleeve of World War Z.
Oh shit.
They fucked. Did you read the book?
No.
They
no.
fucked that movie up so hard.
Oh, so you're probably furious.
They already
Yeah.
had a fucking zombie movie with Brad Pitt, and they're like, let's call it World War Z.
Yeah.
is fucking ridiculous because the book is so good.
Yeah.
It follows the stories of like 20 different people and how they survived the zombie
and
apocalypse.
You can't do that in a fucking movie.
Why didn't they turn it into an HBO miniseries where each episode is following one person, how they lived through the zombie apocalypse? Because they follow like a Navy diver, an Army infantry guy, a nun who's trying to save her Sunday school class.
Like, it's such a good idea, too. Just how you describe that. It's like fucking perfect.
Make it an anthology like the book.
Yeah.
Literally every episode it's like what is it called? Black Mirror. Black Mirror. How
Black
it's
Mirror,
this,
anthology. But have you guys seen Black Summer though, or no? It was like a zombie kind of same thing, but all the characters ended up meeting up. So they did like each episode had like one of the characters and how they started the apocalypse, and then it'd go to the second one, and this is how they started the apocalypse, and it all like kind of end up this final
a Guy
crazy
Ritchie
finale.
zombie movie.
It's like. It was actually really good at first. I don't know what I think it's canceled. I think it's done. But it was really good. Like I'm saying, the visuals and like the way they filmed it.
Set in Z Nation.
No, look up.
This is set in the Z Nation.
Oh, in Z Nation. Yeah.
So I'm guessing it is your.
Is it Max Brooks?
Black Summer was on.
You know who wrote World War Z? Remember Mel Brooks, comedian from the 70s, 80s?
Oh, see, I'm
Spaceballs, Blazing Saddles.
Yeah.
So his son, Max Brooks, wrote the World War Z series.
Oh, okay, got you. The books, you're saying?
Yeah, the books.
Yeah,
wrote the book. He
yeah.
he definitely didn't do the fucking movies.
Yeah.
But like that's just what I was getting back to is the big Hollywood tights
taking a story and just
they don't take. They're so risk averse. They'll just take old IP.
Yeah.
They'll make it shitty. They'll committee fuck it. Everything's super fucking boring. That's why we give so much credit to A24. It's because they seem like the only studio right now that's actually trying new shit. Like
kills it.
Warfare was incredible.
Warfare was dope. I saw that in the theater. I was like, holy shit.
I can't
Joseph
wait for PTSD.
Quinn, Will Poulter. What do you think about Joseph Quinn? Dude, that was nuts. Did you see it or no?
I was so pissed off at the medic in that movie.
What happened?
Bro.
Dude, the dude's like stepping up. Or wait, did you guys
I'm
all
gonna
see
give
it?
one
Everyone's
spoiler.
You guys can talk about it. Maybe spoilers for something.
It was a real thing that happened.
Bro,
Oh yeah, never mind.
when the fucking medic pulls out the auto injector, as soon as he goes like this, I go, he's holding it wrong, right into his own fucking thumb. Injects himself with morphine. I was like, you fucking idiot.
fuck.
Like, I was so mad. Oh,
Did that happen during it?
I don't know if that happened in real life, but it happened in the movie. And it's like, they beat that into your head at medic school. Like, it looks like it goes this way. It fucking doesn't. Damn. Don't put your thumb over any end of the auto injector.
Was he the medic though? I thought he was.
I think it was just giving
auxiliary
him
guy.
I don't even know.
I don't know.
I think
Whoever
he was like one of the only
auxiliary guy
officers
was.
of the group.
Well, if he had a medic, if he had
shit.
morphine, it would have been a actual medic of some type, right? Because I don't think
Yeah,
they didn't
they're
issue
not
us
giving
shit.
morphine to everybody. You don't have morphine inside of your IFAC.
Yeah.
That's not combat lifesaver level stuff. So like, I think that was a medic. It just the medic aspect of that movie was driving me nuts.
Yeah,
because it was just like, the dude is messed up in the middle of the room,
Yeah,
and most
yeah.
of the movie he's just laying there by himself groaning, and it's like that is not what an army medic would be doing. Like, he would be taking vitals, writing things down after he got to the point he did everything he could. Like,
Dude, did he nail that scream shit? Like, where he was like, it was all like fucking no one could hear shit, and then he pulls him in, and it's just fucking brutal screaming. I'm like, oh my god, he wouldn't stop. They did. It was perfect.
They get
it was
blown
so
up,
sick.
and so like everything just goes quiet for like 5 minutes in the movie.
They're ringing and screaming.
It's like,
and then
well, no,
stops. Does he
literally
pass
5
out?
minutes of just like that bass kind of. It's like a bass sound. I don't know.
Like
you can't hear
their
shit.
drums are just fucking blowing
Yeah.
almost. Yeah.
I love the moment when like the comms are going crazy, like the radio is just going fucking insane, and like it's just getting hectic, and there's 8 conversations happening, and the guy just fucking rips it out of his ear and it goes quiet.
Yep. That was
that
dope.
was so
No,
dope.
little
Like that.
details.
It's so
Yeah, it was
good.
dope.
Oh man, I gotta watch this movie.
Another thing, one thing, A24, I don't think I'm wrong about this, so I'm going to say it, but they're doing a Jason Voorhees series.
Really?
They redesigned the character. Maybe you should look this A24 Jason Voorhees series. Can you look that up?
Like a series, like
a series. They want to do a movie. They did a redesign of Jason, and people are like fucking pissed. But it's just the mask that's like the redesign kind of, and people are like, "Why the fuck did you do that? You didn't have to do that." Which
Because they can pull it off.
yeah. No,
Well, I don't-
A24 is it that one? Is that A24?
It
I don't wanna shit.
says meet the new Jason Voorhees.
I just don't want to shit on that. If that's
with the
like that.
That's it. Literally, that's it. But like people, dude, there was so much backlash, and I was like, holy fucking shit.
Yeah, I don't fucking get
because it has red.
I think it's the dude. They get so specific with like I'm saying like the fans, you know. Oh, they'll look at it, they'll be like, dude, no, that's not Jason. That's not Jason. But I think they could kill a series or do something like that in a movie.
Them to do that.
It said A24, right?
Yeah.
I'm just making sure. Okay.
It's probably the only studio I would trust to fucking bring back something classic like that.
Which that one was like insane to get back, like the rights and shit. Crystal Jason Lake was nuts.
A24.
I mean, I don't even think it's going to be Friday the 13th. Like it's the whole.
I think it's
I
Crystal
can't even
Lake.
use the name or something.
I think they're calling it Crystal Lake series. Yeah, Crystal Lake series.
Because it was a Camp Crystal Lake.
Yep.
Because the most recent Jason movies have made so much money.
I know, right? It's like, what the fuck, dude?
Jason in Space. You remember that one?
Oh, Jason, was it Jason X, I think?
Yeah, Jason X, yeah. Jason X was the Jason in Space.
Was Jason in Space.
Best horror movie of all time is The Leprechaun.
Oh, wow.
I love that horror movie. The Leprechaun in Space. Oh, so good.
Was that huge in Ireland show? You shook your head. Yes.
Wait, the Leprechaun in Space is where he pisses on the leprechaun and it goes up his dick into him, and then he has the leprechaun.
What?
I don't know.
What Leprechaun movie did you
Leprechaun
download?
in Space.
I think we all walked in on that one. Cody flashbanged the room.
Black men in space.
No.
The 1997 space movie?
No, the 1992 space movie?
1992 space movie.
Do you know the 1992 space movie?
The space movie from 1992. Hold on, let him Google.
Yeah, Google it real quick. You got your phone?
Yeah.
Space movie from 1992.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I thought you guys were joking.
No.
No. Space movie, 1992.
1992.
Yep.
Space movie from 1992.
If you Google that, that's
You know who owns the
screenshot of that in the podcast?
editor. Don't.
You know who owns the rights to that movie? Rumble.
Really?
Oh yeah, Rumble bought it.
I researched that when we started figuring this out. I was like, can we buy the rights?
So that was the joke. That was good.
A Pepperbox exclusive.
The gang watches a space movie from 1992.
Oh no! The worst episode of MST3K ever.
The gang convinces the local theater to play the movie they own the rights to. We have an exclusive viewing for the unsub audience.
Was that one word? Is that in the slur list or no? Was that in the slur?
Ooh, it's going S tier.
Ooh. Take that mouse drag, click.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Good call.
That was a one word.
Man, well, I think on that note, well, you wanted to pitch something. You were saying you wanted to talk about something?
It was really just the book. The book it's coming out August 5th. It's going to be dope. The same way I did the, if Betsy has 110 bodies and adds 17 bodies to it, how much does Betsy have? Whatever the fuck. So we do all that shit in the book, and it's just going to be like, I don't want to say too much. I'll say one thing. There's like when you solve for X, like solve for X, the graphic of like a fleshlight, and then it'll be like 8 inches. I don't want to talk too much. Shit like that. But no, it's gonna be dope.
Where can people find it? Like once it is it available to pre-order?
Pre-order on Amazon.
Very nice.
When that comes out, it'll be Barnes and Noble's, Books a Million.
What's the name of it?
School of Scum presents Math Class, but we're going like I just say Math Class, just based off the skit. There you go. That was like my thing too. Was like I wanted that title because I was like when I did the skits, I was like, oh, this is like the School of Scum, and I'm like. It's like a TV idea. You know, I start thinking big and crazy with it. I'm like, I want that title. I want just Math Class. School of Scum presents Math Class. And it was, they let me get away with a lot of shit. So can't wait for that. That's going to be cool.
Hell yeah, man.
But got to do more shit though. Always grinding. More shit. So
we love it. And then where can everyone find you at?
Dude, at It's JayDaddy on Instagram, TikTok. Don't worry about TikTok, but YouTube, JayDaddy. It's going up 650K right now on subs. Got to hit 1 million. So, and I want to say too real quick, because I never say it to them, I never post like life shit, you know what I mean, on stories and stuff like that. So everyone that's been watching, thank you so fucking much. I appreciate you guys so much. I never do shit like that. So I just wanted to take that moment to be like, thank you for watching me and thank you for supporting. And that's really it, dude. I don't really have anything else to say.
Well, hell yeah. Cody,
yeah,
we'll do the after show for
Doing
10 minutes afterward. Have some fun. Close it out until then.
Bye, everyone. Welcome to the Unsubscribed Podcast. I was joined today by Eli Doubletap, Fat Electrician, JayDaddy, Brandon Herrera, myself, Donut Operator, Catch us on the Patreon after show.
Fuck you.